What's up, what's up, what's up? It's Cherado on the AskCherado Show right here on WLVSListenVisionLive.com. Here tonight with our producer, the Urbanista.
Hey, hey.
Our controversial commentator, Kevin Lance Murray.
Peace be with you.
And we have two special guests tonight. If you could introduce yourself to the
camera,
audience.
brother. He in the cut like shit.
I was like, get in here, Paul.
I am Paul McKinley. I am a part of TrapRock TI.
As well, a part of the TrapRock family. My name is Fry. What's going on, guy?
And tell us a little bit about the TrapRock family and how people can find you on social media.
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TrapRock family. Ethan Spalding, who originally started with Violence at 5, started rocking out with the Panda, and then as time grew, and they've been doing it for like 10 years. Within like the last, you could almost say a year, we've been rocking out, doing different collaborations to it, as though it just ended up into a whole musical family and a genre. And as he explains it, is trap is the hustle for whatever you working out there doing, and the rock part of TrapRock is just rocking for whatever you believe in. So everybody that believes that they're out there hustling and standing for what they believe in, you are TrapRock.
Nice. Well, welcome to the show tonight. And as always, we want to hear from our audience. Call us 202-270-0767. And tonight we're talking about something super controversial.
Controversial.
And y'all know all about that. Behaving badly when you're drinking.
And y'all just drank.
Slightly. Like you had a
Just
slight
a little taste.
What'd
just
you have,
like a
tequila?
tab.
No.
Well,
A
You had
cocktail. A
tequila.
skinny cocktail.
at the end, a little bit. Just a dab.
Shots.
Tab.
You had shots of Patron.
No,
White,
we don't
dark.
drink Patron.
Dark? White?
We
White.
had vodka.
Oh.
Oh,
I drink whiskey.
Oh, man, party girls. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say,
I
whiskey
take it
was that
slow.
Jameson?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I'm with
all
you,
day.
bro. Hey,
All day.
right there.
Depending on our mood, sometimes we drink Jameson.
We might drink Jameson.
Jameson, lemonade, maybe.
Considering that Grindstone is going to re-up our supply, it'll probably be Hennessy.
See, now you're in my ballpark. You know what I'm saying?
I think
you can't go wrong
I
with the
hypothesize he'll
handout.
come back with Hennessy and red wine.
That's your guess? What do you think?
Yeah.
Red wine is
Dark-
for the
a
Netflix
dark
and
and
chill.
some
You know what
wine.
I'm saying? Say the wine for the Netflix and chill. You know what I'm saying? You'll be alright. You don't gotta go expensive.
Most
Yeah,
stuff.
no, it's like $8 wine he gets. He's not going to get expensive wine. $8 or $9 tops.
That's
And
cool.
it'll taste like that too.
So why do you guys drink?
Why?
Like why? What is exciting about drinking to you?
Get the pain. Get rid of the pain.
What pain? What
the pain
pain?
of existence. The fact that we're marching towards our imminent demise. Death.
Jesus. No.
I mean, why do you drink?
to chill
Oh, okay.
or to get crunk. I mean, it's
smoke
one
to
or the
chill.
other.
I drink to forget about it all.
Wow.
I
Y'all
mean,
don't
how
do
much
that?
are you drinking?
It's
Get
more
that
like
to a
letting-
careless mode.
Yeah, it's more
You know what I'm
like
saying? If you want to be careless, you drink, and how much careless you want to be, that's the more you drink.
no bars. It's just all flow. Like I drink when I write, if that's what you want to say. Like
Right.
Yeah.
Music?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm writing lyrics, if I just
Yeah.
want to like let my mind like not stress too much on exactly what the fuck to say, then I gotta like drink a little bit, a little shot here and there.
I personally feel like I like when it comes to the idea of drinking, most of the time I drink wine like at home, like if I'm taking a bath, like the relaxation aspect of it.
Candles.
I love that shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah. I do
a
that.
bath, a hot bath, like a Lush beauty balm, and
Some oil.
Hold on, I'm taking notes.
yeah, go to Lush in Pentagon City. That's the closest one. Get a bath bomb.
Yeah.
You
Get
think
like a
that's-
nice bottle of Pinot Grigio, whatever it is that you drink, wine. Put on whatever old school R&B
Celine
you
Dion,
like.
right?
No,
Don't you
that's
usually do Celine Dion?
no, I usually do Stevie.
Okay, my bad.
Stevie or like some old school like stylistics or something. Get your candles going on,
You is setting the mood.
Yeah.
and then I go to sleep, and it's amazing. Like that's where I am in life.
Lost
It's
in
great.
the moment.
Yeah, we took
Come
bets on what
on.
you would bring, so maybe you should do a big reveal.
Okay.
Grindstone's in the building. He's making his way towards the show, but not yet, because we're not ready for
We need
him.
an additional chair.
Can you hear me?
Oh!
Because I'm up in this biatch.
Okay, just take it easy.
All right, the big reveal. I'm going to show you. Guess what I got? Guess.
Hennessy and
Hennessy?
red wine.
No.
No Hennessy.
No Hennessy.
Oh,
Jameson?
Oh wow, Jameson and red wine.
No.
What do you got?
The red wines, ding, 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 ding.
Jack
I
Daniels.
told y'all.
Oh, he spent $14.99. You were all
Oh, talking about
wrong.
$89. He tried to play you.
Motherfucker.
A Ford.
We won't be drinking
I was
that.
not gonna drink. I was not gonna drink tonight until I saw that.
IJS.
Oh,
my
wow.
God.
That's definitely not staying on the table.
No. And then, just for the audio daily double, you were doubly right.
I haven't seen a 40 since like 04.
The whack part is that they're sustainable. They're now plastic instead of glass.
What, the 40s are plastic?
Yeah.
So you can't smash them after you drink?
You can't even be very irresponsible. And
I don't want to drink that.
I'll be right back with the stool.
Yeah. Did you ever drink 40s?
No.
Gerardo? Never?
Can't say that I did.
Not even in your high school or college years?
No, I didn't drink in high school or college.
What do you mean?
I didn't drink alcohol.
Like not
Whoa.
during the week, you mean?
No, ever.
What do you mean?
I did not drink in college
So
or
how
high
did you
school.
get it into your system? You injected it? Like how did you get? Oh, okay, so you shot it up
I didn't drink.
the back.
So what made you start drinking?
Stress.
Well, my best friend, when we were in Cancun.
Go best friend. Go
Yeah.
best friend. That's my best friend.
My best friend, yeah. We'll blame it on her. But yeah, I didn't really drink until after my 21st birthday. Literally, like the last semester in college, which was good.
You weren't pressed to start drinking. Like you weren't one of those people that. Was
I'm
like,
not one of those people that need to drink to get hype.
Oh.
Whoa.
So did you grow? Are your parents like international, or did you drink a little bit when you were younger and not
Nope.
want it? Just you're too busy with life and things.
Yeah.
That's that professional
dope.
life.
That's dope. I didn't drink much in high school, but that's only because I couldn't handle it. You know what I mean? Like I was given a bottle of Bacardi
So you
Dark.
tried it out and
One
then
time, me and my boy had a bottle of Bacardi Dark. It was his birthday, and an upperclassman was like, "Yo, drink this, but be careful." And we were like, "Okay." So we just drank it shot for shot, finished the bottle, and then vomited for 3 hours. I cried. I swear, I cried. My boy was holding me like
But
this.
what made you cry? Your first time drinking?
Yeah, I vomited for. When you vomit so much, that you're just doing.
But
sit-ups.
how much did you drink? I mean,
We drank a bottle of Bacardi Dark, shot for shot. Me and one man.
yeah, you went too
whole
far.
fifth?
Yeah.
In high school, I didn't really drink at all. One time, I thought I was grown, and my brother is 10 years older than me. So he was in college, and I was probably like around 15. He was there for a long time. He was like 25, and he came home and brought like a bottle of Absolute. And my mother traveled a lot, and I was home by myself a lot. So one night, I was like, I'm going to drink. Tonight is the night. And it was...
Smart decision.
and
And it was like no real plan or anything. I just thought that I was gonna drink, and there was this bottle of Absolute in there, and I was home by myself for like a couple of days, and I decided I was gonna drink. I drank like half the bottle by myself with like orange juice. I was like, that's the thing. Like it was really gin and juice, but I was like vodka and juice, okay. And I fell asleep, passed out cold. Like I probably could have really done something, had alcohol poisoning if I wouldn't have been careful. And I remember waking up the next day I had like my own line, which was a thing back then. We didn't have cell phones like the kids do now. And I woke up and I was still on the phone, but it was just like, and it stopped. And the person I talked to the night before, it was the summertime, was like, yo, last night you kept talking, it was snowing. You
damn.
telling me it's snowing outside, and then the
Something was
phone
in
just
your
hung
drink.
up.
Yeah.
It was just me drinking for the first time, and I
By
didn't really
yourself.
drink in high school at all after that. And I didn't in college. I rarely drank. It was only after I started being a teacher
Stress.
that I was
damn.
like,
You know,
pull it up.
so where we were earlier this evening, that waitress that was so rude at DC Reynolds with her
So
whack
rude.
ass
You ain't signed your check yet?
is a kindergarten teacher.
Ooh.
Oh, she is.
She's a kindergarten teacher.
Yes.
Yikes.
That's what they were telling me. So, I mean, teaching does come with stress, and I guess she was living that. We saw it live in the flesh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel
That
for
wasn't
that.
just stress. She definitely had like 8 drinks before she.
She had
Yeah.
something other than drinks, and it wasn't weed either. I don't know.
Shout out to DC Reynolds. Improve your game, baby.
Blonde.
Well,
Uptown
so
needs better
is there a
representation.
difference to you between a regular alcoholic and a social alcoholic?
Alcoholic.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
you're gonna bring
important
it
that
right
we-
there?
Yeah, it's important that we establish this before
regular-
we
Do you want to say
delve
regular
deeper.
drinker and then social drinker, or do you
No,
want to
no,
go to
I want to go
alcoholic?
all the way to
That's fair.
alcoholic.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Slight.
The alcoholic without social in front of it pees on itself.
Okay. But the social alcoholic just pees on himself in front of others.
No. He pees in the alley on the wall
I
of the bar.
pee in the alley sometimes.
I do too. You're social alcoholic.
Oh, that's not alcoholism. That's like pragmatism.
No,
You just
it's
answered my question. Do you
alcoholism.
think there's a difference between
You said that's just wrong.
being an alcoholic or being a social alcoholic?
Hold on, you don't pee in alleys.
No, I don't pee in alleys.
How old?
Why
you?
not?
Yeah.
19.
Oh, you got that
Oh,
good
that's
prostate. He got that strong prostate and that strong bladder.
He could,
Dog, at 19, I didn't pee in no alley either. I could hold it. I had the muscles to hold it in. Now, shoot.
With 19
I'll pee
shit.
right here. I don't even need an alley sometimes.
Now
I
you-
mean, there's been times
So-
where it's just like
19,
The
your
definition of an
stream could-
alcoholic, from what I've learned.
Wait, hold up. We're talking about prostates.
Yeah.
Well,
I
we
mean,
can
no,
talk
at
about
19,
prostates.
like you could pee and like push a Pepsi can down
Yeah.
the street. Your stream be strong.
Strong shit. My shit is
No, my shit is
well,
strong.
like
I ain't
the
gonna
Olympic
front.
stream and shit.
But at the same time, I mean, peeing on the side of a building at night in an alley is okay.
It feels good.
Okay,
too.
yeah. I mean, something like that. I mean,
I-
if you're saying on an alcoholic type of view, though, if
I've
you're
gotten
going
arrested
around
for
like,
peeing on the side of the building, so be careful.
Yeah,
really?
and if you're ever in New Orleans, don't pee nowhere other than the bathroom. They don't play that shit at
But
all.
you can drink wherever.
You can drink wherever. But think about it. They let you pee. People would be peeing everywhere. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just because of the constant drinking.
Well, just to go into like the definition of alcoholic and things of that nature, from what I've learned is that an alcoholic is someone who where their drinking affects the rest of their life. Like it doesn't matter on the level. Like if you drink so much that you can't go to work on time, if you drink so much that you're getting in trouble with the law, if you drink so much that it's affecting your personal relationships, then you are probably an alcoholic. If you can't drink and just drink and have fun, then that'd be the end of it. If it affects anything else outside of that moment of you drinking,
But what if you get profiled like police? Because one time I was in New York, I had just gone to the club. I had just came out, and I got into a car. It was a rental. I wasn't gonna take the car, but it was a BMW.
were you
because
driving?
I wasn't hammered. You feel me?
But you've been drinking, you were driving. So
Yeah.
that could
But they
potentially
see me
make you an
get some
alcoholic.
pizza. They see me get some pizza.
Doesn't
And he was
matter.
drunk. Who
And
the
the
fuck
cops
eat that nasty
followed.
pizza at night?
It
The
was,
cops followed me and they stopped me because I made an incorrect turn.
but you put yourself at risk
But they let me finish the pizza.
as a result of the
I
alcohol.
asked him. I said, "Sir, may I finish this one slice?" He said yes. This is New York. They're not-
Okay, so by definition, alcoholic
They also
is
shoot people 42 times.
someone
That's
who
42 as
drinks
well.
and
41.
causes problems in their lives.
Only 41.
yeah,
Like,
they can't control it.
yeah, they can't control it. Like they have to have it, and then not only do they have to have it, but they're causing all kinds of things, as Urbanista said. Like it's destructive behavior. With that said, though, I know a lot of
It's a
alcoholics
very thin-
that
a very
don't consider
thin line.
themselves alcoholics.
Yeah, it's a very thin line. I think because especially when you think about the idea of geneticism and family history,
Yeah.
where you might be in a family where alcoholism it runs generation by generation, and you may not think that, but then you might have to reflect and be like, hold on, okay. Maybe I am drinking too much, because I don't believe personally, and from what I've learned, that people who are alcoholics necessarily felt like they were doing anything that would deem themselves to be an alcoholic until something happened,
Someone else told
or
them.
someone else told them. There was some type of come to Jesus moment where they're like, okay, yes.
All right, well, you know what? All right, I got a question for y'all. As TrapRock, right?
Yeah, what's up?
Y'all do your thing. Yeah, turn up, as one would say.
Start off
And
with
people,
Shadow Patrol.
right? And so people are at your shows. Some of them probably got to get carried out. We never know what happens. We don't know the aftermath of the whole situation. But like, do y'all witness alcoholism in your? Maybe I'm not going to say your immediate circle, but like in your outskirts or in your crowd, like in your fan base. Do you notice anything that you would recognize as disturbing
You can get closer
alcoholism?
here. You ain't even on the screen.
Out of the ordinary, I don't know. It varies per event. It just depends on the energy at
What's
that
the crazy
event.
shit you seen?
I don't know. You always have that one really drunk guy at the shows trying to like yell shit up on the stage and shit, or just like somebody will throw a fucking cup. Like, yeah, I've definitely had a couple of those people, but
I don't know. I be zoned out when I'm at the show.
So
can't
nobody's
even lie.
behavior-
I can't even. I don't even pay attention to it because like that's expected.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like when I get to the stage, like I'm in a whole different place. Like I'm focused. I'm turned, but I'm focused, but I'm not paying attention to the.
Okay.
The
It's your
people that's
world.
around,
And it's
yeah.
just, they just great.
Because when I
things.
get to the stage, after I get off stage, then it's fun, and I'm
Right.
definitely not paying attention.
Okay, so you're not like, ooh.
Like that's a whole nother adrenaline added on top of the drinking and smoking that like they won't even reach. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So you never looking at somebody like, damn, this is dangerous. This trap rock shit is a problem. Like y'all never think that.
I don't ever think it's us. I think it's that person.
That parenting is a problem. Yeah, the household.
I don't even think
would
at that age though, like not no disrespect to you all, but I don't even think at 19 or 20 I'm thinking about everybody else and where they are and how they feel. Not to say that's what you should be doing, but I'm just saying like
But the crowd ranges. Like it's like, you know.
No, I'm not talking about the range of the crowd, but if you're 19 or 20, I don't think that they, I don't know you all, no disrespect, are really thinking like, oh, this guy over here in the corner,
He's got a problem.
He's getting messed up. We should be concerned about him. Like, you're just enjoying the moment and you're just having a good time. Like,
when I was
at
19
and 20, when I was
I thought it should have been mandatory for people to drink when I was 19.
When I was 19, I used to drink Long Island iced tea. Used to drink Everclear.
Yeah, like whatever hits.
Whatever you had, I would drink.
So did you consider yourself a social alcoholic at that point?
I was.
Grey
off
Goose
the
was
chain.
y'all drink.
Yo, let me tell you something.
That was at y'all.
Which one?
How
I'm 33.
Yeah, Grey Goose was y'all drink at that time.
No, it really
my
wasn't.
drink
That was
Bacardi
Jay-Z
Limon.
was
19?
Nobody-
We didn't even have Grey
Girls
Goose.
was
Mary
like,
Jane.
Bacardi. Yeah, y'all remember the Nelly? Y'all remember
Yeah,
Nelly?
Bacardi was the joint.
Y'all remember Nelly?
Bacardi Limon was classic.
Everywhere.
Yo,
So Rock was man out there.
Ciroc was not out. Bacardi Limon.
Grey Goose wasn't even out popular yet. Belvedere,
only for
none of
white people at
that.
the
That
time.
wasn't
No,
really.
Jay-Z was killing it at that time with the
Refined.
Belvedere.
Nah,
stuff.
not when
No,
we were
no, no,
19.
Armadale was what they had.
Oh, that's-
Jay-Z had. Y'all don't know about this.
Armadale in the club, couple of ducats, couple chicks by my side. Let's ride.
Hey!
All right,
That
so
was
at this
like
point,
college.
drinking seems real fun, right?
It does, and that's why I'm trying to get
This is great.
I've
you
seen-
to admit or not to admit that you might be a social alcoholic, perhaps.
Well,
Would you
I'm
say
definitely-
before I read
Okay.
the bulleted points that go with being a social alcoholic, would you guys like to say that you are or not a social
You
alcoholic?
young. You not.
So-
You
I'm
just
a
young.
social.
Don't say-
Social?
Social.
You said don't
Because I don't drink every day. I can't even say I drink every
Don't
week.
admit shit. You 19.
You don't drink
can't
every
be
week.
Alcoholic yet. It's called partying until you're 26. Then it's alcoholism.
Oh yeah.
25 is a cutoff because you got to figure out.
Rhinestone, Evanista?
I'm a binge drinker.
Yeah, me too.
I probably am a binge drinker as well.
By definition.
I don't know.
Does that mean you're a social alcoholic?
What's the
though?
difference? But I need some definitions
I'm not
because
alcoholic.
like
A social drinker, aka social alcoholic, only drinks occasionally. You don't feel the need to drink alcohol in order to have a good time. You rarely get in trouble because of alcohol.
Wait, what type of square
Social.
ass
Yeah,
person?
see.
This is a
Oh,
social.
okay.
Yeah, because I
This
applied
is
to
a
some of
social
it, but not all
alcoholic.
of it. So what's the other?
Don't do or say things they will regret while drinking.
Not me.
Do not spend a lot of time thinking about alcohol and
Nobody
feels
thinks
no
about it.
need to control their intake. Such individuals never drink enough to worry about having to cut back.
You never had a disorderly conduct? Just a misunderstanding or something after? You never got.
I was
So what
asking
if I'm a
question.
party sponsor?
You're what?
I sponsor the party, so I'm buying drinks not just for me. I like to make sure the party kicks
You
off
drinking
right.
at the same time.
Not necessarily what I like buying liquor.
but that
If
wouldn't
it's-
make you a social.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
I
that's what
drink.
I'm saying. It wouldn't make me a social alcoholic. I just like entertaining the party, especially if it's my spot.
Well, I don't think we're talking about
Consumption.
entertaining here.
We're
We're
talking
talking
How much you
about
intake.
how much you're drinking,
Yeah, you
how you're
personally, you
acting
personally.
because you're drinking, when you're drinking, how often you're drinking, that kind of thing.
I like the party. I'm always
So it's a
entertaining
yes.
the party. So
No,
Yes.
you
that's
hear
a-
the word he's using? Party. That's not. That's at that age. It's just partying. I'm telling you.
Ain't no age pass.
does
man.
not
Thinking about what you're
Dog.
doing.
Well, okay, while everybody thinks about their age and their category, we'll be right back after this break on the AskCherado show.
And ask yourself, are you a social alcoholic?
Or you just
and
drank
pour
them.
up,
Post sound.
Mike.
Whether you're interested in buying or selling a home, there's no bigger decision than choosing the person who will represent you during the transaction. A qualified, experienced real estate professional makes all the difference by helping you navigate the many decisions that arise when buying, selling, or leasing a property. At RE/MAX Sky Real Estate, our agents have the experience, expertise, and drive to help you find that perfect property. RE/MAX Sky is here for you if you're purchasing your first home, searching for a luxury home, or looking for commercial space. As the first luxury RE/MAX collection office in the district, we offer specialized services to clientele focused on purchasing luxury real estate. We're dedicated to delivering outstanding service and results you can count on. Contact RE/MAX Sky today to get started, or visit us online at www.remax-skyre.com to learn more about how an experienced real estate professional can assist you. Serving Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. RE/MAX Sky, Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
Gerald Dawson, aka Grindstone. I'm a fashion designer as well as a visual artist. I actually began creating because I had a job that bored me to death, and I had so much time on my hands that I would start to draw. And that's when I learned that I really like to draw. Well, what I do allows me to truly express myself. It allows me to give myself therapy, and everybody else gets to benefit from my therapy. I really see it taking me around the world and inspiring people. It's not necessarily where it takes me, but it's where it takes the receivers of my work. It takes me to where I need to be as I'm doing it. After it's done, it's for everyone else. It has been an extraordinary experience working with Raw so far because they really help artists with exposure, and they provide an open forum for us to be as creative as we want to be and as explosive as we feel we always needed to be but never had the means to do. For more information about my work, please visit rawartist.org/Grindstone Universal. My name is Grindstone, and I'm a raw artist.
Come in here, get drunk, you go into the jar, and you get sick all over all the other drunks. And then he loses his car keys in the jukebox. That's my partner, baby. Never mind. Look, if you ain't drunk, I'd like to see you walk a straight line. Say what? Walk a straight line. You ain't said nothing. I can walk a line on my head, baby. I'll walk it if you let her draw it. You gonna draw it, baby? You always must volunteer.
Mama! What are you doing? Making a fool out of yourself again, woman.
Hey, wait a minute, buddy, mister. This is a lady person.
You shut up. Now, what are you doing? Now, where's the food money? You're supposed to be out there food shopping.
He spit. Say, woman, what the hell's wrong with you?
Man,
What?
you talking to my woman?
Say, buddy, you in a world of trouble now. That's right. You done messed with the kid, man.
Come on, woman.
Oh, I don't know what I would have done to you. Come along, David. Somebody say 10. Say, man, what? Did he hit you too?
Come on, Willie.
Huh?
You had your fun.
Had fun? You call that fun?
Come on, you gotta go home now.
If I got to go home, baby, you check for me. I don't want to have to kill nobody, you know?
Okay, Willie. Let's go straight ahead. Straight ahead.
Keep the change.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Willie.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't even know if I'm gonna see me tomorrow. My woman find out, I'm in trouble. I know she gonna kill me. She's just gonna kill me. Then she gonna talk me back to life. Then she gonna kill me again. I don't want to get sick, Lord. Please help me get over this one. I'll get over the next one by myself. I need that. Garbage man was here today. Hey, baby! Open.
Dirty Bastard in the house, representing Brooklyn Zoo. What's up, baby?
Drunk as hell.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. So, oh, do the bang, you so fucked up. You ain't gonna kick a freestyle for me later on, son?
Right now, nigga.
Okay, hit
See
me
the
with the freestyle.
freestyle, that what you want. Niggas wanna come and then they wanna run. I'm the ace on News the Professor, be the analyzer, who makes the rest. Never say that a freaky away pervert. Baby, I love the flirt. Never just a bitch aboard. Now when the man has a woman, they can never leave town. All of my back, like I'm a golden ace on down. Get up my ball. Back to question. Here's your answer. Who's the B-box? I'm an advancer. I rock on and on and on and the bed break of a dawn and everybody wanna be somebody. Put your hands, wave them in the body. Drink Bacardi. Let me be who I wanna be. Real, true, and good. Everybody wanna. Nah, this is a fucking. I ain't sorry.
Fuck out.
Yeah.
We're back on the AskCherado show.
We got so many people.
And coming on back in for a great uptown welcome, we have the original Panda.
Hey.
Ethan Spalding.
What's up, homie?
How you doing, man?
Man, feeling great, blessed.
That's good. Introduce yourself to the public because the public is watching.
My name is Ethan Spalding, and I represent TrapRock and the whole movement and the band and the genre. TrapRock.
And I'll stamp that saying he's the original Panda. Designer bid him.
Definitely.
Believe that.
And what's
good,
your Instagram?
though. I mean, congratulations. My Instagram is I am Ethan Spalding, so it's IAMETHAN Spalding like the basketball. SPALDING.
Nice.
Ballin'.
Ballin' almost.
Moderate
Well,
ballin'.
Ethan, you joined us mid-conversation, but
Okay.
tonight we're talking about drinking and how it affects relationships.
Uh-oh.
So, how much alcohol is too much?
Well, I think people are affected by alcohol differently. You know what I mean? I've had a relationship where alcohol kind of ruined our relationship. You know what I mean? People couldn't handle alcohol. Did real things that, not nice things to the other person that probably wouldn't have happened if the person wasn't, twisted or whatever. But now, like for instance, my wife now, we have fun on the weekends, and alcohol, we got watched to not abuse it, but when we have it in parties and stuff and cookouts, it's a great thing. So I don't know. I think it's to each his own, man. How it affects each person.
Question. I have a question, Kevin Lance Murray. Do you believe that alcohol reveals truth? There's a saying, veritas in venum is Latin.
He got it tattooed on him.
No, I don't. I got other Latin. That's
On my back. It's like, nah,
It means truth in wine. Do you believe that alcohol has the power to serve as like a truth serum?
I don't, man, because I know a lot of people that just start totally swelling when they're twisted, man.
But you don't think that's really who they are?
Like they're dishonest people.
Oh, so like the truth comes out no matter how they are. The truth comes out if you twisted.
Turn the glass.
I don't know, man. I think that is true in certain things, but I also think alcohol can change people, man. Where that person wakes up and they like, I did what? You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's true. I don't think that person is really like that. I've seen somebody who absolutely is just the nicest person in the world, man, but then just really did some kind of mean thing.
And they really a mean person.
So what about
inside, maybe fight demons.
So what
or
about
something?
one example of that we saw just to prepare for the show is Mel Gibson. He made some really anti-Semitic remarks when he got pulled over for a DUI, and basically was like, all Jews cause all the wars in the world, and like really disparaging things to about Jewish people. And then when he realized what happened, because of course it was recorded because he got pulled over by the police.
Right.
It was like, a whole campaign against him. Like, oh, well, I didn't really mean those things. I love Jewish people. And this was not too long after doing the Passion of the Christ. So it was even more attention about it. So how do you think those types of things that are damaging, and maybe even on a smaller scale, things that we might say to our partners that,
Man, I almost like I want to have hope that that's not all the way true. You know what I mean? I want to have hope that people can do something drunk that's not just their inner truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that what you're saying, like in that instance, I think, yeah, he might have some inner feelings about Jewish
Deep
people.
down,
Yeah, and it's
hidden
coming out, and that's sad.
feelings.
It's kind of like, damn, man, maybe he got caught out there with his inner feelings. But I think that
That's nice of you to maintain hope.
my glass is always half full. You know what I mean? That's how I am,
Man,
man.
getting drunk is a gift free.
The pen is half black.
So has anybody on the panel ever said something drunk and the next day you're like, I really don't feel like that though. Like I don't know where that came from, or has it always been like I should have just kept that to myself?
The latter. Like,
I think you can take advantage of it though. I think a lot of people take advantage of getting drunk. They push the envelope far, and then that's their scapegoat to say, "Well, I was drunk."
Yeah, but they be lying.
I don't think.
Nah, I mean,
if you're over the age of 24, you can't really say as an excuse, "Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
bad,
yeah.
I was drunk."
Right.
I don't play that shit. You're a grown ass person.
Yeah, because in high school, like we used to get people drunk who had never got drunk before. But the stuff that would come out was crazy, but it would be true.
It'd be the real stuff. It's an exaggerated version of yourself.
Like
I've
my
definitely
one
had
boy-
both happen where I've been like, maybe something I said when I was drunk, I maybe said it in a way that I would not have put it that way, communicated that way.
Right.
But because I was drunk, I didn't say it the right way, but I might feel that way. And I've also had times where I'm like, I said what?
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm like, I don't even know where that came from. Like,
yeah, man. What about like,
But
okay,
maybe that's
I
your
don't think you would
subconscious.
fight. You might have fought. He
Oh,
probably would
boy.
not have fought if you were not.
yeah.
But you was sitting somewhere being like, man, he need to shut the fuck up or I'm going to slap him.
Yeah.
Like within, you might say that
y'all
regularly.
got,
No,
y'all got,
no,
Snap-
it hasn't
y'all got
always
Snapchat.
been for me.
This is
Liquid,
courage
liquid,
juice, man.
liquid courage.
I'm
There
about
was
to
a guy
slap
like
him,
that.
but if you were sober, you wouldn't have done it.
right, and then been mad at yourself like I should have smacked him.
When I was in school, there was a kid that would always college. He would get drunk and then he would try to fight everyone, and he would get beat up all the time. But he would swell like he was a shy kid normally when he wasn't drunk, but he would swell up and get angry and start fights with everyone and get beat up every weekend.
Right.
I caught him twice. You dig?
You didn't beat nobody else.
I
twice.
swear to God, it's, yo. You
and
want
then
me to
you
text
woke up,
somebody?
you was like, no,
want me to text
I was
somebody?
really dreaming about that. That
I
ain't
can
really
text
happened.
somebody. I had 3 fights in college. I won 2. Another one was a draw.
It was not a draw.
All right.
It was a draw.
So how do you guys behave when you've had too much to drink? Is it a positive thing or
Very
is it a
sexual. I'm
negative
very
thing?
sexual. What I do is I
with
just,
myself. No, I'm just like,
whoever, myself, and if I have a woman, preferably, but I'll do
Take
myself.
advantage of yourself.
Oh, for sure. I'll take advantage of my whole self.
Like,
I
ooh, you
roofie myself.
Turn the lights down low.
Kevin's like, ooh, you're so sexy.
I
This
get very
beard,
sexual.
this beard.
What I mean by that is I get confident. Like I'll just go up to one and be like, "Hey,
let's go.
I've seen you before, and I'm with you now. What's up?" And then
That's kind of scary.
often it doesn't work. Often it doesn't work.
But if you go for the 1 out of 10,
Yeah, hey,
Tyler, you're right. Yeah.
It's about the ratio, though, right?
yo, it's
That's
just
how-
a numbers game.
If
You were
drunk.
gonna
At that
say?
point.
Females love drunk men.
They do.
It's the opposite. It's the opposite the other
Not
way.
if you're too drunk.
Opposite with you?
The opposite the other way. I can't stand. a
Sherado,
drunk
speak
female.
to that though. Like as a female, what do you feel like if you're out with a guy, especially if you're just like getting to know him? What is your limit when it comes to him drinking versus you drinking? Is there a difference, or you feel like it's equal? For example, saying
Meaning,
he
am
gets
I
more
okay with
than
him
you.
getting? No, I'm not okay with that.
Me neither.
No, because he's there to protect me, so he's not allowed to get more drunk than I get.
Nobody can get more drunk than you.
Yeah, it's
Miss
impossible.
Miss Leather Liver.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
man.
I don't get drunk. I just
That's
drink.
Never.
That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
But you,
Because I wouldn't be drunk.
That's a T-shirt.
you
They not
get
supposed
drunk.
to
I don't get
admit
drunk.
it.
I just drink.
Even if they call red-handed, they can't admit that they were drunk. Yeah, I just had fun last night.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a difference between like a man caring for a woman who is drunk than a woman trying to care for a man who's
It's
drunk.
not cute.
It's
That
like-
is an
yeah.
immediate.
It's like when a man gets beat up in front of his girl. Like that's not gonna work.
Y'all gotta break up. Y'all gotta
She's
break
like,
up.
baby,
that
it's
night.
okay. But she's like, man,
Yeah,
this dude's a punk.
this.
I think
Like-
females like the excitement. I think they like the excitement of something new because when you're drunk, you always do something that's new.
A man being drunk, I don't need to have that experience like.
Oh,
There's
we're
nothing
talking
new
about
about that.
drinking or drunk. 'cause
Right,
there's
right,
a
right.
difference. Like a drunk man is not.
If I'm
attractive
helping
at
I get
you, I'm
very
like,
Jim-
baby, it's
I-
okay.
No.
Some people can find that shit funny. as
Throw
hell.
up.
Yeah, because I get very
That's what I'm
Jamaican.
saying.
Well, you know my family's Jamaican. I get very Jamaican when I'm drunk. And the daggering and all that stuff, that come out. Some women like
But that
that.
sloppy, like you're falling.
I don't
fall
fall
down.
down. No, I go home. No, I go home.
That's what we're talking about.
I
though.
don't stay out.
Social, what we say, social drinker.
Yeah.
Give me the
You can get to the point
Hey,
where
Rob.
it's not
Hey,
drunk,
Rob.
but
Come bring
you're
your
enough
stand
there that you could wild out. You know what I'm saying? You could take advantage of the moment. Why not?
I think
Why
it
would
depends-
you want to be the same?
That's
What's
interesting because
the-
of
it
age
beats the
groups
point.
too.
They young.
Like I
as
feel like
shit.
at the age groups, like if I was like 20, 21, no, like again, no disrespect, I'm 30, I'm about to be 34. So like things that at 20, 21, I'm like, oh, he was so drunk, da 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 da. Like cool, we had a good time.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's funny, but now like at this age in my life, like if I'm out with a man that's my age or older and he is falling
all over him.
But
Falling all
what
over.
if he's like really rich though?
I don't care.
I think it matters because a broke dude being drunk is not funny.
Sloppy drunk is more attractive.
Because he drinking expensive champagne.
He fall out on
He
the
could fall out on a
Still-
mansion.
He
huh?
fall out on the alpaca rug. Cashmere out the ass. You
He's
dig?
still drunk though. He's still
But that
sloppy.
shit is funny when you're rich. though.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Yo, it is.
If you're rich and
Start
watching,
talking big
it's
shit,
not
right?
funny.
I seen a rich dude in a polo velvet
You
suit.
almost
and
wrecked your Bentley.
yeah, it's funny. But
Not at
if
all.
he's struggling,
Did
and
he have like a security team to take care of the
so
women?
are you guys
he had some guys
with
with him.
positive versus negative behaviors when you're drunk? Are you having? Do you feel like you're having more outbursts, like when you're in a relationship? Are you more aggressive? Are you fighting more when you're drunk? Like, what does that look like? The drunk you in a relationship, is it a more positive you or is it more negative you?
Mine is positive in the sense that I'm more direct and I say how I feel, but negative in the sense that if I say that to a woman, especially one who's Mediterranean, she might hit me in the throat. I might get hit
That's
in the
very
throat.
specific.
That was a lightweight.
That wasn't
I think females are more
The shade
aggressive
if
on
you're
the drinking
watching,
though.
the shade.
For real. I think females are way more aggressive on the drinking. I think they more.
Hell yeah.
They initiate it more. Like
Hell
go
yeah.
get the bottle. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I don't have to buy a bottle, I'm not going to buy a bottle. But since you insinuated it, I'm going to get the bottle.
Yeah. Oh, what, you think I can't buy the bottle? What, you think I can't afford it?
And then what happens after
Get
you
the
drink
bottle.
How does that work
Wait,
out?
wait,
I mean-
are you talking about the woman is saying to buy the bottle?
Yeah, I don't think. If I always say right now, if I left right here, I just got off work, I went somewhere. If I didn't come with a bottle or at least some marijuana, like I'm not there more than 30 minutes to an hour.
Marijuana.
I like how he said that. Marijuana.
That's
So
real.
bringing alcohol or weed is going to buy
I mean,
you time to like smooth things out.
Nah, it's like your night not popping off. It's not. I mean,
damn.
It just is what it is.
When you
And
get
it don't
older,
even
you
have to
know.
be about sex or nothing. It
It's
just
a
gotta
good
be about
mood starter, I guess, to have something.
Yeah, I
in
mean
your
it
hand.
breaks
For
the
one,
ice,
somebody should
but
always
you
teach
don't
that.
come with
You
no.
Go into somebody's house with something in your hand.
You need to
Or
find
some
Momentum
food.
starter.
or you need to find somebody
I
who
was going
likes
to say
you.
some food. Like
Or
when
you
you
know,
came,
like
you
a
brought
Twister
food and
mat,
just bring
like
drinks.
Twister, y'all playing Twister?
Let me
Yeah.
come. Let both of us come to a function. I bring a bottle and some gas, and I share, and he come empty-handed.
Yeah, we'll kick him
Who are
out.
you?
Yeah,
who are
no
you
bull.
entertaining?
Yeah.
Well, as a man personally,
you
like
entertained?
if you come to a woman's house, you should bring something.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Because
Bottle
as
of
a woman,
chocolates,
I'm gonna
though.
offer you something as well. Like you're coming to my
Yeah.
house, so I'm gonna like, oh, you hungry? You want like even if I just have meat for a sandwich or whatever.
What about
You need to
chocolate?
jump up a generation.
What about chocolate?
Whatever. She's saying you should just bring
You
something.
should
Don't
bring
come
something because I'm
empty-handed.
gonna offer you something as you come to my
But I'm
house.
saying this is a common practice.
But what about
especially
that
in DC,
zero
like-
calorie
like,
chocolate?
on a regular day? On a regular day, a bottle is more like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. Even if nothing else happens, you know what I'm saying? That's like,
Well, as a man, like I think that's a stand. Like not to generalize, but a lot of men are not gonna cook like make cupcakes and be like, oh, I made some cookies.
With some weed in it.
Well, without the weed, I'm
Oh,
saying
regular
like
cupcakes.
idea of
They still
like
make
a lot of times men are gonna bring like a bottle of wine if they're coming to your house and you're making dinner. That's kind of like the balance. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sherado?
yeah,
I feel like we're
No, no,
outnumbered.
Wine is cool. Wine is cool. Wine is cool.
Yeah.
Wine's
I
a
guess.
good
How about you?
all night twisted, kind of like a long twisted, you know, rather than like straight to the Patron, and then
Wine
1
is
hour
like a-
later you passed out. Right?
Wine's like a Netflix and chill night.
Yeah, like homie was saying.
Yeah, you can't go to a new girl's house with wine.
Why not?
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't go to-
Wine is
I'm
more
confused.
like, yeah, I'm with you.
You
on
can't
that
go to
one.
a new girl's house with like a bottle of whiskey. That's presumptive.
You can take something new,
Presumptive.
something they ain't never had before.
Presumptive.
So that curiosity is like, I don't know what this is gonna do to you. You take something they already know. It's like,
But
all
why
right,
would they
cool.
not see? This is the age thing. Like,
Why what?
why would he said they
I might
wouldn't
take
know?
Grandma Ye. She might not have Grandma
hey.
Ye. You know what I'm
There you go,
saying?
some old school
Little
good shit.
smooth.
But
You
I
know
know-
what I'm saying? You gotta not gauge it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that come from
You
drinking.
19 too?
No, I'm 24.
I could tell that you had some years to you.
Nah, just like her. My sister was older. We like 5 years apart, and she hanged out with older people. So while I was like in middle school, I was already like ahead of the game. I was bored by the time I got to high school.
My sister put me up on games. She told me, stop ordering Long Island iced tea. It shows your age. order a vodka gimlet.
21. That's like some college shit.
Yeah, when I was like 20 and shit.
So what are some of
the
the positive experiences about your personalities when you're drinking? Like
I meet
socially.
I meet great people.
More easy going. Yeah.
Because we're in a. As I'm drunk, I'm not drunk. Let me say, as I'm drinking comfortably, there are other people that sharing that same experience. So once we meet that level, it's like we are collectively doing this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the people that you meet, I met great people that are still friends to me now. That I met drinking.
Handshakes and hugs.
Networking is on level 25 million. Like if you are, for me personally, like maybe I'm in an event and I don't necessarily feel, I'm actually, contrary to popular belief, I'm very shy. So, but if I'm out,
break the ice.
So serious. If I'm out, especially at an event where I don't know anybody, I'm just specifically there for networking. I'm by myself and I don't know anybody else in the room. If I've had a drink or two, I'm going to be more likely to just walk up to somebody and start a conversation versus feeling like,
people more attracted to fun people. And
you
most
know,
likely fun.
So, yeah.
Well, with alcohol being the truth serum, and if that's what's really
I don't necessarily agree
I don't
with
always
that.
I do agree with it, and so does history.
So does history.
Are we going to do history
Yeah.
versus biology again tonight? Are we doing that again tonight?
Well, I'm saying, like, okay, do you say things that you? So you say things that you don't mean when you've been drinking?
I don't.
She's perfect.
You tell us some experiences about your
Thank
drink.
you, Kevin. No, but I feel like I've certainly said things or done things before that I wouldn't necessarily do when I'm sober.
Because they weren't sincere?
Because I don't even necessarily know where they were coming from. I don't even think that they were
intentional.
What's the statute of limitations on stealing?
What?
It should be forever.
How is this?
Relate. We need the link.
I'm
We need
gonna
the link.
tell
We
you,
need the
I'm gonna
link.
tell
We
you.
need the link.
What I used to do when I would get drunk. What year is it?
But you said you were still sober.
But this is specifically drunk.
He was a thief. Once a thief, always a thief.
Okay,
Cut him down before he leaves.
Okay, take it easy.
Drinking is not that linked to kleptomania. It's not.
I used to steal
I'm looking
rugs
at the
from the
paperwork
Ritz-Carlton,
now.
like the rugs that say Ritz-Carlton. We
Ran
all
off on the plug
but
twice.
I'm only doing ran off on the Ritz twice. Okay, because I had two.
I used to take the robes though.
The robes from the Ritz.
The
But I used
robes
to
are really
get
nice
drunk and we
there.
would go to the Ritz and get a taxi. That was the funny part.
They just
Because
charge
the-
you for that.
The taxi cab didn't know. No. We didn't stay at the Ritz. We go
You
to the
just
front.
go into the.
That's the
front
crazy stuff
where you
that
drive
happens
up.
while being
That's
drunk.
Vegas.
What was
Drunk.
you drinking?
And the
I think
what
that's
was
a
you
side
drinking?
effect.
Wait, I didn't hear
40
the rest
ounces
of what
high gravity
happened
Old
once you
English.
got out of the taxi at the Ritz.
So I would roll up the rug right off the ground, and the taxi driver would be like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" I'm like, "Drive, motherfucker," and then he would just drive off, and he'd be very upset with me.
And do what with the rug?
You
I
can
put it in
mess
my
around
bed-
in
in my
Virginia.
house,
That
in
would
my
be a
apartment.
felony in
I don't
Virginia.
mess with
Uber would
Virginia.
have not have.
That's like
M Street.
over $500
M Street.
value. That's
This
jail
was like
time.
in 03. They can't even mess with me. They don't know where that rug is.
Well, what about the super duper duper twisted? That's another thing. Like, okay,
I
the
wasn't even that drunk
slurring,
doing that.
drooling, like can't even. So, for instance, my cousin Junio, we call him Bambino because he can switch. Like, I mean, if he drinks way too much, like for instance, he said, I'm like, Junio, man, I got you, man. Come on, man. He's like, fuck you. Like, didn't know who I was.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like at one point, you know what I'm saying? Just really didn't know who. I was like, what, me? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't remember that the next day, so I don't know.
They
Like,
kicked him out of the social.
does he really feel like that
alcoholic.
towards me? I doubt it. No, he loves me to death, but
He don't need to drink.
he slowed down a lot. Shout
So
out
how
to
do you
Julio.
how do you
He's
teach
tuned in.
somebody how do you teach somebody that lesson to be like you was tripping? Like how
They
do
learn
you
it themselves.
Yeah.
You're never gonna be
so
able to
would
teach
you just
somebody.
leave? Because I feel like in that situation you might just have to leave their ass. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you don't know me?
It's always
Tomorrow when you
somebody
wake up?
with those problems like that, man. They learn the hard way, man. Kind of stuff.
Y'all
But
don't
he
fight y'all
crashed,
friends?
You know, he crashed or something.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
then-
I gotta wake up without.
Sometimes you gotta fight your friend when
I've
they're
never
drunk. Y'all
fought
don't
a
do
friend. I lost a really good friend one time coming back from love. Like that's how long ago it was.
Love the club.
Yeah, and I really told him some things, and I honestly don't know where they came from. And
Boo, the alcohol.
Everything I
Devil's
do on
juice,
alcohol,
man. That
I
devil's
stand
nectar.
But he
behind.
fell in
Me
love
too.
with you.
no, he didn't. No, it wasn't that. It was just like really like my homie, and I really got mad because he didn't give me the attention that I wanted. But I made it into a
yeah.
thing. Like, I really wasn't into him like
Maybe
that.
you were though. Maybe you were
You
on the
friend
low.
zoned him.
We were friends.
Man,
Yeah,
I
but
got
And
friends
he was
don't
like
lie.
talking to a girl in the car, and I was
driving
waiting.
that
I was like,
fast if I wasn't
"You gonna
twisted.
keep me waiting to talk about some pussy?"
Yup.
Like
Yeah,
I was
no
really
fear.
pissed off. But
He was feeling the drink.
yeah,
No,
He was
lost
more
that
than
friendship.
Well, I used to wrestle. We used to wrestle and punch each other in the face. and
never
tase each
did
other.
that.
Y'all didn't do that?
No.
But like a stun gun, not like a taser with the cord, just like a stun gun on your hamstring, let your whole leg fall out.
I wish the cops would
Y'all
use
didn't do
that
that?
shit sometimes. They
No.
use real
Fun.
guns on.
But we,
Right, I know,
but we
right?
know that you have woken up next to someone that you weren't supposed to
Yo,
wake
and
up
sometimes
next
I've
to.
woken up on cement, but I'm saying I was young at the time. We were all young.
Like
You
that
feel
hasn't
me?
happened in the last 5 years.
Cement?
Definitely.
Nah.
But
I ain't woke up on no outside
what
cement.
about with that head of hair and the pillow? And you're like, damn, whose face is behind that hair?
I've woken up in cribs and been like, where am I?
That's really
Whose
scary.
crib is this?
That always happens.
What?
I mean, not always, but I'm saying it happens in.
Never
I don't woke up in a car
No, it's happening tonight.
outside the house.
America.
I just couldn't make it inside.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll be right back after this short break.
Drinking
on the
seems fun,
AskCherado
doesn't it?
Show.
Drinking seems real fun, doesn't it?
Turn up, turn up.
Turn upside down.
Well, what you were.
Whether you're interested in buying or selling a home, there's no bigger decision than choosing the person who will represent you during the transaction. A qualified, experienced real estate professional makes all the difference by helping you navigate the many decisions that arise when buying, selling, or leasing a property. At RE/MAX Sky Real Estate, our agents have the experience, expertise, and drive to help you find that perfect property. RE/MAX Sky is here for you if you're purchasing your first home, searching for a luxury home, or looking for commercial space. As the first luxury RE/MAX collection office in the district, we offer specialized services to clientele focused on purchasing luxury real estate. We're dedicated to delivering outstanding service and results you can count on. Contact RE/MAX Sky today to get started, or visit us online at www.remax-skyre.com to learn more about how an experienced real estate professional can assist you. Serving Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. RE/MAX Sky. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
Go to grindstoneuniversal.com. Right now. Right now. Knock it off. Go to grindstoneuniversal.com. I see you right there. I see you, Playboy. Yeah. He knew where to go. grindstoneuniversal.com.
Don't try to do everything with your white friends. Don't get drunk with your white friends. Can't do it. Can't fucking do it. They don't drink like niggas. Niggas, we are very consistent. If a nigga drink Hennessy, that's what the fuck that nigga drink. That's what he drink. Hennessy. You ain't gotta keep asking. That's what he drink on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, his birthday, Jesus' birthday, Hennessy. If they don't have Hennessy, he will take Remy as a backup. That's as far as it goes. White people don't care what they drink. All they care about is what they said when they was leaving the house. Tonight, we're getting fucked up. All the fuck they care about. Them motherfuckers, and you gotta be careful, niggas, because they tricky. White people like to buy the drink. As a nigga, we are not prepared to turn down a free goddamn drink. We don't give a fuck what it is. Like, this is unleaded? That's spicy than a motherfucker, nigga. I like that. I had to find out the hard way. I'm drinking with some white people. They buying me these goddamn drinks. The shit was delicious. It was called Zambuki, and I should have known that don't even sound like no shit a nigga should be drinking any goddamn way. Sound like one of my African cousins or some shit. But the shit was delicious, but it was coffee and alcohol together. I was knocking them bitches back. It wasn't until I got fucked up that I realized that maybe this is not the right combination of shit for a nigga to be fucked up on. Cause now I'm fucked up. I'm at the house, a nigga is fucked up, but I can't pass out. I'm just in the house, nigga, I am fucked up. No, I'm cool, nigga, I'm cool, nigga, I'm cool. Fuck that. Let's get the day started.
You gotta wear. Oh.
Hey, buddy.
We're back on the AskCherado show talking about how badly or do you behave well when you're drinking in a relationship.
Call in at 202
270
0767. Okay. I'm looking for a little crowd participation. Yeah, call in and let us know your stories about like if things are working out for you with that drinking in your relationship, or if somebody's just hating on your life and you got to go drink behind their back.
Oh, that's alcoholism for sure. You in the basement.
You have to hide it.
Drinking by yourself.
You have a problem.
Well, Urbanista, do you think that you could honestly be with someone who doesn't drink and turn up?
I think we're delving into.
I don't. Okay, so like if he doesn't drink but he smokes weed, then maybe that might work. If he doesn't do anything at all, like I'm more concerned about someone who has nothing, like, or he does something that's so extreme.
He's just clean. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't drink.
No pills.
Like, I'm not drinking tonight, so let's stick to the drinking.
I would say, like, hypothetically, yes, it wouldn't bother me, but I feel like realistically, no, because people who do not drink at all,
like Obama,
are going to at some point be like, no, this is too much, especially knowing myself and then knowing the circle of friends that I have, including a couple that are at this panel tonight. Hanging out with us for one night, they're gonna be completely turned off. Like, and it's gonna be a thing where you're trying to control me.
Matty Johnson don't drink.
Well, he's got other situations, but I know people who don't drink that have he has AIDS or HIV.
But what does magic have to do with this?
I'm just saying
the point that I was trying to make, Cherado, since you asked me the question, was that I would not have a problem with someone else not drinking, but I think they would have a problem with me at some point.
Why? And because they're going to be judgy.
To generalize, most people who don't drink at some point are going to be irritated and generalize and feel like, oh, you're drinking too much, or try to be too controlling. Like, you guys are like doing way too much, because in my circle of friends, when we have a party, we have a party.
And there's drinking.
And there's a lot of drinking going on. And I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. So someone who doesn't drink, if they're able to be accepting of that and not be ready to prejudice how I am or think or assume who we are, cool. But that's very rare.
So you don't like judgmental people. It's not sober people.
I think it depends on
most sober people are judgmental.
That's not true.
It goes, it kind of
well,
goes
it depends
hand
on
in
how
hand.
they came to not drinking.
There's very few sober people that can truly let loose and be themselves in front of other people who are drinking.
I got a lot of family members who don't drink.
Because they used to drink,
but
who too
much.
Get
it all the way in.
Well, I do have one friend who's sober.
It all the way. They did, like my mom. She don't drink. She told me she might have got drunk twice in her life. Right? I've never seen her drunk, but like she's thrown bomb ass parties and she's like been in the mix and all that. My
she's probably more organized with the party throwing when she's not drinking. You know what I'm
saying? I have one friend who doesn't drink. She's a Muslim and like devout up to the sense of like not drinking. So
she's scared of God.
No, it's not even that. She's not judgmental or like, I don't know how to, like, I can't say Jesus-y. Could I say like Allah? I don't know. Like
Allah? I don't know. I think that's somebody's name.
She's very religious, but she's not so religious where like she's so strict in the idea of like she'll still hang out and she'll be cool. And like the next day she's like, hey girl, you were tripping. Like, but she doesn't drink. Now she'll smoke hookah. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go to a hookah, she would prefer to go like a hookah bar. People will drink there. But she's very laid back, very cool. And I would feel 100% okay with having her hang out with me and my friends. And she would have a good time.
I think judgmental people are a problem.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're drinking or you like football or boxing or whatever it is that someone might judge you for.
Even judgmental people are less judgmental when they're drinking.
That's true, because Sherado is very judgmental as a person. I mean, look at how she's looking at me right now.
Said no one ever.
Judging me.
That's the side eye.
Hello. She is the judge. Okay? Ultimate. Supreme
Shut
judge.
the hell up.
Okay?
Yeah, judgmental people probably gonna be judgmental no matter if they drink or not.
Yeah.
But I think that some people who come to not drinking because they used to drink too much, or some people come not drinking because they never drank in their lives. Like, those people
it's
have
a
different...
control thing, right? So for me, I didn't drink. Like I said, I was 21 the first time I had a drink. It was a definitely control thing for me. Like, I never wanted the opportunity to lose control.
Yeah.
And especially in college, like, if of all times I could have and should have been drinking, it should have been college. But I didn't, because I thought if there was a time I didn't want to lose control, I wouldn't want it to have been then.
I mean, that's smart, because I had a lot of situations I just woke up in closets.
But people who have gotten, who are older
Do you think people, parents who
Sheltered them?
I don't want to say it like that. Parents who allowed them to drink under their supervision eventually became better drinkers?
I think so. I think so completely. Because when I was in high school, we had.
You always tell this story like twice a week. But go ahead, tell it one more time.
About this guy in high school, and then he came very
Twice. He said twice a week.
I'll tell a different one. Which one is the French exchange
the
student?
same guy. Yeah.
So when I was in high school,
yeah. It's the same story. Yeah.
Okay,
Never mind.
I'll just say that I know some people from other countries where alcohol is in the culture, right? Where like you have wine with dinner even when you're 13, 12, 11. Right. Caribbean, in Europe, in some places. And these people often grow up with where alcohol's not as taboo.
It's desensitized.
So they don't engage in that binge behavior. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like if you're around alcohol growing up, you're not going to feel like you need to run off when you're 18 or 21 or whatever and just drink crazy.
Hence.
You know?
I think this is the same thing I always say when he tells the same story. I always say the same thing.
It's a different route
so
to that story.
I always say to you in response, which I'll say right now, is that a lot of times, there's actually I have a new twist on it, but I'll start with the first one. I think it's individualized based on the individual child. And then also the difference between an international culture is in growing up here in the United States, a lot of times it's beyond your home. So like say we're in France where this is like a norm, that's different than growing up in the United States where it's not necessarily a norm that you've had wine at a very younger age. So then now you're with your friends and it's a comparison between things. There's other influences versus just being the societal norm for where you're living and what you're growing up in, which is not just about drinking. That's any other cultural dynamic that you might experience depending on where you grow up. But in the United States, there's already a stigma and a societal idea of what is supposed to be the norm, that anything against the norm, whether it's drinking, whether it's weed, whether it's sexual preference or sexuality at a certain age that society doesn't deem appropriate, it's already it's already a stigma attached to it where it's like, I think in a way, kids in the United States, it's like, we got to do that more. Because you shouldn't do it. So now we got to do it even more because it's not socially acceptable.
Well, raise your hand if you've ever gotten anybody pregnant while drunk. Raise your hand if you've ever gotten pregnant while drunk. Oh, it's lies in the place. Somebody. Okay, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me.
No.
But
you
know what I was going to say about what you were saying was...
I mean, I was married, but...
Just because you're married don't mean you can't be
I'm
drunk.
trying to think. I don't think I would. I mean, I had some drinks.
Okay.
Then
you was drunk.
Why are you so scared of drunk?
She's scared.
You
can't control getting drunk.
No,
she worried about her image.
Well, drunk is
time.
to the point where I
You
guess she's
absolutely
saying lost
can
control.
getting drunk.
You got to eat bread.
Sherado, I seen you drunk. You just carry it well, but you be drunk. Your eyes red as shit.
And she start doing this.
And you be...
you have to do it right. It has to be right.
You know how to manage it. You know how to manage it. I'm not saying...
But that's not drunk to me.
No.
So
Drunk means the alcohol content, blood alcohol content. BAC.
Okay.
That's what drunk is.
Courthouse.
She's like,
How many cups are your favorite drink before you say it's too much?
It depends on the drink.
And then
it depends on the mood
favorite
too.
drink.
I have a few favorite
Depends
drinks.
on the night.
I mean,
Depends where
are
we
we
are.
talking vodka club soda or are we talking tequila? What are we talking?
Tequila. How many cups of tequila before you call it quits?
Only shots. Once I've had 7 shots of tequila.
Seven?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Seven.
I need to be.
You don't think you're drunk, but you drunk.
I think I can handle 3. Tequila? That's a drug.
Yeah. Over what time period?
Falling over yourself, stumbling down, unable to control yourself, drunk.
That's blackout.
That's 8 shots.
No.
I think
There's a
party fun.
difference.
I think
That's 8
it's
shots.
party
That's
fun, and I think it's embarrassing drunk.
Yeah.
I think you could get.
Well, then you're nice. Then ask me a different question.
Well, all you do
we
is
got different standards because
Nah,
with my
then you're
standard
nice.
of
And
being
where
turned-
are you though too? Because if you're out in public, you're probably gonna drink less than you are at home. Like at home, it doesn't matter. Like
I drink a lot.
I
Of
drink
public.
more
That's
out
your
of
own
public,
privacy.
actually. I drink
That's
more
your
out
own
of public because
privacy.
it's not as hype. Like, if you're out somewhere, you're like, man,
7
taking
shots
things
out
down.
of tequila.
oh, you haven't been to a Sherado house party yet because it definitely goes down at home.
TrapRock family has not been invited yet.
If I'm out and I
This
get
summer,
drunk
this
like that and it's a problem, I'll just leave. Like when I was younger, I would stay out, looking if I can make something happen. But now that I'm in my 30s, if I get drunk like that, I'll just leave. Like if I know that I'm like stumbling.
You're
level,
so responsible, Kevin.
You don't want no vomit in his
I'll
beard
just
in
leave.
public.
Yeah, it's not what's good. Unless I got somebody with me.
And then, and that's the next thing I was gonna say. Depending on, you could gauge your drinks about who you with. You know what I'm saying? If you with people that you're comfortable with,
not cute.
it doesn't matter no more. You can have as much fun as you want because you got people that actually care about.
Well, let me tell you a story that happened. My man, he
Around the right people.
he had a kind of like a reconnection date with this chick who he dated a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, those are good.
They linked up on I think social media or something. Hey, let's meet here. Okay, cool. So he was like, man, I'm gonna stunt on her. His dumb ass. They went to dinner. He stunted at dinner.
Yeah.
Perfect. They went to Joe's.
Perfect.
Joe's Crab
Seafood?
Shack?
Crab
Yeah.
Shack? Oh, okay.
Joe's next to the White House.
Oh, no,
yeah,
Joe's
yeah,
Stone
yeah,
Crab. That's
yeah.
different
The
from
nice joint.
Joe's Crab
Yeah,
Shack.
the
That's
nice
two different
joint.
types
That's
of
Greenbelt versus the White
Right.
House.
Oh,
I'm
it's
talking
okay.
marble floor chandeliers, mahogany wood, and such.
Good
So
food,
they
good
went there,
food.
they kicked it. I was like, okay, you win it. He was like, man, the night was going so good, we had to take it up another notch. He knew the dude at the door at Park.
Yep.
They went to Park. Now he's
Yeah.
losing.
He's
He up
losing
in there.
her.
This is when that song came out. I feel like Big Meech.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord,
no.
I like that song.
He
He's
started
singing in the
popping
mirror.
bottles?
He's singing in the mirror.
That came on. He had to get 2 bottles.
2 bottles. And then the cocaine dude
2
came
bottles
in.
of what,
Oh,
though?
no?
He got 2 bottles.
different story.
He got 2 bottles of rosé.
One for her, one for him.
I don't know. He just got
With
2
a big
bottles.
straw.
One to
With a
pour
long
and
straw.
one to drink.
Next thing you know, he's sitting in the chair in valet. She's rubbing his back.
Damn.
He's Earl.
He got 2 turns.
So then,
Oh,
she still was like in his corner
It's
because
okay,
she
it's
liked him
cool.
because it was a good night up to this point. Bad turn, maybe he'll shake it off. He goes to her house.
He should have went home.
What's up, D? It's you I'm talking about tonight.
All right, D.
Went to her house, got to the crib, took all his clothes off.
Ain't get no action.
Upstairs to her son's bedroom.
Whoa.
Her son wasn't there. Went upstairs to her son's bedroom, laid out in the bed in Peter's bed.
Oh, no.
That's 2 turn up.
Oh,
that's
no.
not-
That's what I'm saying. And there's things like
Did he
that
try to
happen
drink
all the
the whole
time with
bottle?
alcohol, though, man.
That was
Try
the
to
first
drink the whole
date?
bottle?
She seen
was
that
the first
coming
date.
though.
He should have had some bread.
She
with
seen
that.
that
He should have
coming,
had
man.
bread. He didn't have enough bread.
Did he
gotta
buy a
have
new
bread,
bed for the
y'all.
I know,
baby?
hey, D, I know y'all have had this though, where let's say you're the person getting let's say you're going on a date, whatever. You getting her the drinks, whatever. It's getting spicy, whatever. You get her another drink. You get another drink, and then she's the one earling.
Oh, that's
and
worse.
then-
And
that's
you don't
the
get no
worst.
play. And you don't get no play. In your
Right.
mind, you was like, I'm about to get some pussy.
Right.
You know what I mean? In your head, you
Yeah.
thought that. And then now she's hurling, and you want to take care of her.
She won't
but
make
you
it
kind of
ever
upset.
again.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's like still trying to. Oh, we
That's
can
what I'm
still.
saying. So you knew-
we can
yeah.
still- I'm like, nah.
That's drunk though.
That is
cute.
You don't-
That's drunk.
Right. That's not nice.
That's
But-
her showing
but-
off. That's her showing off.
If you save a
not
woman
nice.
in that scenario,
A lot of
you
girls
save
like
a
to
woman-
show
I'm
off.
sorry,
They think
I'm
they
sorry,
can keep
but
up. They
early
can't
Morning
keep
should
versus
be good.
pissing in my son's bed is completely different.
He did both though. So,
She shouldn't have let him get there.
Like that's not just drunk. That's like
somebody
you
That's
should
crazy.
be buying
I
like
mean,
a
but
whole new.
That's all relative
he
because
should
to me,
have brought bread home.
him peeing in
from
her
the
bed
dinner.
is equivalent.
Her
than
son's
somebody-
bed.
Yeah, no, but
What if the son
him
was in
peeing
there?
in the
Blame it
son's
on him.
bed could be equivalent to you losing your mind and cursing somebody out at the club or calling somebody out or whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
I
It's
seen
all
that.
relative. It's
I
all
seen-
relative to
my
what
ex-
Those are the
person
symptoms.
can handle.
Those are the.
At least he didn't pee on her son.
That would be funny.
That would not be
That would be
funny.
in a
Somebody
Judd
would have to
No,
die.
there's a line, and everybody
Someone
has their
would die.
line.
It's a Judd Apatow.
I would be
Everybody has
calling
their
my
line.
lawyer.
Yeah.
please go ahead and get the bail money now.
But if you're dating someone who's not that doesn't drink and they're watching you, you know how they do drink. No, we're talking about somebody who doesn't.
She's trying to create a hypothetical here.
Okay.
No, I'm trying to stick to the point about dating someone who is sober, all the time. So they're watching you and they're counting your drinks.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Honestly,
1, 2,
I've only
and 3,
dated
and you've done too
maybe
much.
2 people who didn't, like, and I would say date, I'm saying like short term, that like didn't ever drink. Like, and it didn't work out because
they didn't
Two
drink.
different levels.
it wasn't about them not drinking. I was fine with them not drinking, but they weren't okay with me drinking. So like that's the thing I think is the biggest is never. I have never run into it where it's like someone who drinks and they're just like, oh, I can't date this dude because he doesn't drink. You might be like hesitant, like, I don't know how this is gonna play out because he doesn't drink and I know that I do. And I think that's just about anything about your lifestyle. Whatever you do in your lifestyle is part of your lifestyle, whether it's like, oh, I work out hardcore, this person doesn't work out, or I'm a vegan and they're just a straight
pork,
carnivore, like
constant pork,
whatever. Like there's always going to be some disdain.
Pork, cold pork.
But usually the person who excludes,
pork.
Usually the person who excludes one thing from their lifestyle is the one who's going to be judgmental. Like, it's not really gonna. If it's like even a vegan and a carnivore, then the carnivore doesn't care about you being a vegan.
Nah,
it's the vegan who excludes meat who's gonna have a problem with the. I'm just saying the idea of excluding something.
All right, now let's look at the other side of the coin.
Yeah, flip it.
Okay, alcohol is really fucked up to your body.
It's a depressant.
It is a depressant.
That's in segment 4.
Oh, we're not there yet?
We're not there.
Oh,
Not
we can't
quite.
talk about it?
All right, we still turn up.
We've already
We're
jumped
still
to
in turn
several.
up.
Okay.
I mean, to wrap up the relationship thing, you have to know the person that you're talking to, and the effects of alcohol is you learning that person.
But you might not remember them though.
And if you can't take their extreme, then you shouldn't be with them.
True.
Wait, is that one of those things like
that's
wait,
Time out.
Which one? A 20?
All right,
You mean
wait.
a 20?
20.
Okay.
So, but you have to let them.
Don't cuff the mic.
Yeah, stop cuffing the mic,
And-
Playboy.
I'm so used to the stage that
I ain't
cuff
gonna
the
say
mic
it
on
no
stage.
more.
Cuff the mic on stage
I ain't gonna
either.
say it no more.
But say
Stop
what-
cuffing the mic.
Say what
No
you
more.
just said
Respect
about
the mic.
extreme.
Yeah, you gotta know where the extreme is. So you gotta let them go that far, and then if you can't take it after that, then you shouldn't be with that person.
I agree.
That sounds like one
But
of
you
those,
have
like,
to let them go that far because you would never know where.
So
the
you
line
know what the
stops.
worst is, and you
Yeah.
can make a decision or a choice about what you want to
Yeah.
do. I agree with that.
Well, then by
totally.
that argument, you should force everyone you date to do acid once.
And that's your one story
Yeah.
you can laugh
No.
about. You know what I'm saying?
Acid has never been in my thought process.
I'm just
though.
saying.
That's
if you're saying
dope
that,
shit.
You need to,
That's dope.
you need to see
Awesome.
someone at their extreme. It's like that whole like, oh, if
No,
you
it's
don't like
their
me at
extreme.
my worst,
No.
then you can't have me at my best.
It's not the extreme. It's their extreme.
Their personal extreme. So
Why
like
do you
maybe
need to put
my
someone there?
Because
Maybe
you know
my
when to tell
extreme-
them to stop.
Let
You
them go.
all right,
Let them see what
she
they
said
do.
7
see what my
grown-ups,
worst
dog.
is.
If I know 7 shots get you there at 6, I'm like, all right.
So you gonna be like, all right, we
you know
going
what I'm
out.
saying?
Here's 6
Yeah, because
shots.
at the end of the day, I care about you. If you're around me, I care about you. So I would never want you to be embarrassed or to do something that you want.
You a nice
Well,
man.
he's not gonna let her.
Yeah,
hit
not if
that
it's a
shot.
person. We talking about relationships. If this
But at some
somebody
point,
that-
you do have to see somebody at their worst, right? Like, I mean,
You gotta
either
see the
you're
most
married.
extreme. Who says that
Do you
works?
feel
It's
like
extreme.
if you feel like being married, you could be married without knowing, like, okay, this is the worst it could get from her, and now I'm like, I can either be ready for or not be ready for. At least I know, or versus just being like,
You
I don't
never
even
know.
know what that looks like.
Well,
think
I
you're
know.
representing-
I know now when it's getting to like now. You
You're
know when it's
representing all
getting a
marriages,
little too
right?
much,
Yeah.
man. I can see where it's getting a little bit too much, and that's I nip it right then though, man. Like I'm just one of those people that's like, yeah, you're done.
Well, her
Like, you're done.
question was though, should you see somebody at their worst?
So judgmental.
To make
Yes.
a decision about whether or not
Yes.
you can actually be with that person.
And how do you know that's their
Nope.
worst though?
Nah.
Nah.
That's my point. You don't
kinda fucked
know.
You don't gotta see somebody.
You ain't
all
never
you gotta
seen me
see
at
is
my
the
worst,
good of
'cause it
people, man.
changes.
If you see the good in somebody, man, and then if the bad ever comes, then you can think back about how good the person is. You don't need to know how stupid somebody can get.
I gotta disagree.
That's the
Okay.
half glass
Youth.
full.
I
The
gotta
youth.
disagree because it could be a situation where I may be a casual drinker, and I might go through
You
a
want some
situation
more,
and I might push it. You know what I'm saying? Because of whatever affects, you know what I'm saying, the life or whatever I'm going through, I might push it, and they might not like me at that point. But you can't determine. All right, like it was a choice of mine. So I might just. Don't know
No,
how
this is
to
what I'm
deal.
saying is that like okay, like if it happens naturally where somebody does something that you don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before you get married, no matter what it is, but let's say it's alcohol, and you take your 2 steps back because of that. That's cool. But should you go looking for something that blows you with somebody? I don't think so.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying the idea of it being exposed.
Should you see somebody by their worst before you take a step
back?
back?
Like, would that be a better situation?
We're all saying 3 different things.
We're saying 3 different things.
Everyone's saying different things.
He's saying the extreme. So extreme meaning that you're talking to this person, and then at that one time that you see them go overboard, do you stop messing with that person, or do you treat them different because of that one event?
No, that's not what I was saying. And so we're all 3, I think, saying different things. But in an ideal situation, I personally would like to see what someone's worst looks like. You're not always going to get that.
Yeah.
But I like to be able to see that to get a
early.
choice.
But the thing about that, which links us back into the same thing, is that you can't make that happen. That's going to happen organically.
No, you're right. I'm not saying that it would.
So you can force it. No, you're going to see it
But
happen.
like for me personally, like, yeah.
Man, you can force it.
Well, hold up. What we're going to do, everybody go ahead, get to your worst, come back to us. We're going to be doing our best, and we'll be back.
TrapRock, baby! All my friends, they said tonight gon' be the night. About 1 a.m. and this thing start getting hype. Yeah, the club's getting lit. The club's getting lit. Got the club getting lit. The club's getting lit. Yeah, the club's getting lit. The club's getting lit. The club's getting lit.
Pull up gang like a car show. 93 gas with a cardinal. Red bird sitting on my slugger. Damn, I feel like a cardinal. Damn, I feel like I'm slick Rick. Flooded in ice like a cooler. All is gold like I robbed a jeweler. No day sold, no first Bueller. Excuse me, baby, I can't help myself. Your ass round like a carousel. 10 bottles at a top shelf. Turn up and enjoy yourself. Look at the bitches. They kissing, they switching, sipping and puffing. You hating, you.
Smoke some. People not dead. I just flip the page. I can't stand the fake. I just get a raise. People not dead. I just flip the page. I can't stand the fake. I just get a raise. Hey, do my thing. Now I'm in the game. I can do it for them winners. I can do it for them lanes. Yes, sir. You can kiss the best of the best, cuz don't you mess up. You better walk with your chest up. When you control by the 10 hut, I'ma roll like a Mack truck. Now tell the pussy made youngins better back up. I'm on my grind to get my stupid dough to stack up. Yeah, couple things I wanna grab for the family note. Couple thugs, yeah, play 'em like a banjo. Gotta show 'em what I stand for. I'ma get the money and just put it in my hand, ho. I just gotta go with it all the way. Then but I got mama nose underlay. Hurry up and mix a tonic with the Bombay. Well, I'm a goddamn, I can't have you go the wrong way. People not dead. I just flip the page. I can't stand the fake. I just get a raise. People not dead. I just flip the page. I can't stand the fake. I just get a raise. Yeah, hey, I got some shit they about to feel me right now. I got the mic, I'm about to scream it out loud. Yeah, see you bubble in the crowd. See them snitches know the numbers that you down. Not me, never copy. No, last of my own breed, so they watch me. I got a hook like Ali. Hit you with a little baby hook like Hakeem. Turn around like
all that money you've been getting, where you putting that? Playing big up in the city, now we hunt you down. Play big in the city, play big in the city, they gon' hunt you down. They gon' hunt you down. No whips, no cars, and I ain't tell you how you want it now. She want me but can't protect me. The game want me but can't make me. They know that they hate me and they claim me, but I'm okay like OKC, working like Steph Curry in the game. What happened to your hands if they not broke? I suggest you did for yours, cause when my highline blank, that means one thing. shit, they about to feel me right now. I got the mic, I'm about to scream it out loud. Yeah, see you bubble in the crowd. See them snitches, know the numbers that you down. Not me, never copy. No, last of my own breed, so they watch me. I got a hook like Ali. Hit you with a little baby hook like Hakeem. Turn around like
Whether you're interested in buying or selling a home, there's no bigger decision than choosing the person who will represent you during the transaction. A qualified, experienced real estate professional makes all the difference by helping you navigate the many decisions that arise when buying, selling, or leasing a property. At RE/MAX Sky Real Estate, our agents have the experience, expertise, and drive to help you find that perfect property. RE/MAX Sky is here for you if you're purchasing your first home, searching for a luxury home, or looking for commercial space. As the first luxury RE/MAX collection office in the district, we offer specialized services to clientele focused on purchasing luxury real estate. We're dedicated to delivering outstanding service and results you can count on. Contact RE/MAX Sky today to get started, or visit us online at www.remax-skyre.com to learn more about how an experienced real estate professional can assist you. Serving Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. RE/MAX Sky. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
We're back on the AskCherado show,
and we don't get tired.
TrapRock,
and we're talking about how alcohol might affect your relationship.
It will,
and how it has good or bad. And, you know, there's some happy drunks. There's some people whose homes have been broken up by alcoholism.
Yeah, and broken into.
True.
Let me tell you something. I had
a
girlfriend.
We have to tell people to call us.
Oh, yeah.
202 or send us a text if you're a little shy. 202-703.
What?
Hey, Julio, call in, young. Call in, Bambino.
202-270-0767.
This one right here, I swear to God.
202-270-0767. Y'all don't know numbers?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Not Samo 3.
Hey, listen though. I had a girlfriend, an ex back in the day. She was an alcoholic, but she only drank wine, so she didn't think she was an alcoholic.
She was a wino.
Yeah. And one day I wasn't drinking at the time, for a week or something, and she was like, "Listen, Kev, I just think that we're losing each other in this week. I don't want it to become like my parents, because my father will never have a drink with my mom, and her father was." Well, maybe I shouldn't say, because I don't give away who it is. But anyway, so it became an issue that I wouldn't drink with her. But it was only for a week. So I guess she was an alcoholic.
Definitely.
She's better now.
That's why we cut it back, man. I had to say no weekdays because we were really drinking all the time. I didn't think about it, but I was coming home, picking, always we taking shots, man. Just when we see, nice day. How was your day? Cool.
It's easy to get into that.
It's
I'll just have a couple. Even if you open up a bottle of wine, I might come home, have a bottle of wine is 4 glasses, right? You can
It's
come home
8
and
glasses.
drink. No.
What type of glasses you drinking though?
She's
A
drinking
single
8
bottle
ounce.
of wine.
Styrofoam cups.
32 ounces. Really,
Lean.
really, Sherrod,
We just
really.
drink lean now.
Really.
Exactly.
And
8-ounce glass, 4 glasses. You're drinking 8 ounces.
Like it's a
32 ounces in a bottle of wine.
Glass of milk.
I'm
you
saying
need
if you're
math. You need
drinking-
to know math now. Numbers.
Anyway, the point I was making is it's easy to drink a bottle of wine. If you come home in the afternoon, you have a glass, and you start cooking, you have
Yeah.
another glass, you have a glass after dinner, maybe
now
one more
you're
before you go to
wino
bed.
category.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to drink a bottle
And
of
then
wine,
a
but you're
Valium.
not thinking about like what you're doing. You're not conscious of the fact that you're drinking wine if you get to.
And then suddenly you're waking up at 10 a.m. You're having the white wine, and then you're having a Valium. Now
Well,
you're wearing
no,
silk shirts
I didn't
with
go that
brooches.
far. That sounds like a personal.
Oh, that's like a white woman in the suburbs.
But
The silk
going back
shirts
to
with brooches,
what
brooches?
Ethan was saying, so you and your wife made a conscious decision to stop drinking during the week. So what was happening, if you don't mind sharing? Like, were you guys arguing more? Did you feel like communication was breaking down?
Well, let me just put this out there. This started yesterday,
Oh.
so I don't want to make you think.
Day one.
Nah, but the reason why, it was day 2. We're on day 2. That's why I said no today. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
Just say no.
But
You got to start something.
the reason that we did it was we have my daughter's birthday party is at the pool on June 5th.
Yeah.
And we were realizing that
Did you get right?
we weren't really looking to swimsuit ready. And then that's when we hit the joint like, you know what, if we take away the alcohol, man, for one, we're alcoholics. I think we're alcoholics. And 2, it's going to cut out the little fat round.
It will, but let me tell you something about when you cut out
tight.
drinking, because I stopped drinking during the week, but tonight is different. But I stopped drinking during the week. I started eating a lot of candy, just Skittles all the time.
Interesting.
And someone told me that it was because of the sugar that's in the alcohol that you drink. You start to miss that. You start to miss that. So be careful with the candy, because the candy will give you them
Well, I'm
pounds
gonna tell you
back.
if you eat sliced ginger
Yeah.
with the cane sugar on it,
Yeah.
that's candy, but you lightweight, healthy
Okay.
candy.
Healthy candy.
Man, let me tell
gotta
you
get in
that
the bulk
ginger though,
section.
you can run through those packs of ginger
Shout out to
real
Tacoma
quick
Park
because
Co-op.
they are good.
Tacoma Park, baby.
Yeah.
What's that, Snapchat?
Nah, Instagram.
Okay, hello. I'm a person.
How you doing?
So how are you guys affecting the people in your life when you're drinking, though? Like, would you say that
Stimulating them.
there's a
Very
greater
selfish.
dislike for you or a greater like for you if you were going to
Well,
take
I
a
personally
general
know
consensus?
someone who's on the panel who where when I'm in a chill mode, I'm not really drinking, is always like, oh, you need to get hype. You need a shot. You need to turn up. You need
Who
to get
says
excited.
that?
Oh, just
Is that a
someone.
person that's like sitting at the table?
The only other female here, which I think is really interesting because I think a lot of times on both sides of the fence, you have friends that are like the life of the party, and when they're not hype and they're not like, wah,
Yeah,
you're like, what are you doing?
well, they're depressed.
This is your
is
thing.
what that's called.
No, not necessarily.
Generally, the person that's the life of the party, that's like, oh, everyone take a shot. In their moments alone when they sitting in that kitchen, like,
No.
you don't do that when you come up on the counter.
No,
and you say you let your
I'm
legs
sorry
swing and
that
you're
you've
just
had that.
depressed. You
I'm
don't do
sorry
that.
you've had that experience.
Nobody does that, and you play shot
I
answer
don't
to
do
yourself.
that. No,
Nobody else does
I don't
that?
think Sherrod does that either.
Guys, I'm depressed.
But
Nothing
I
wrong
do
being
think in
depressed.
general,
Part of
I
the
think people
life.
sometimes
I just
in
got diagnosed,
my,
so you ain't
my
alone,
circle
bro. You ain't
expect me
alone.
to be like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, like that's like wah. But then when I'm chilling, I'm just like,
Well, let me tell you
having
how.
a good time.
let me
It's
tell
like,
you how
what's wrong with you?
not-
Why aren't you hype? Like,
Let me tell you how not drinking affects your social life. You don't go out as much. You find yourself at home finding. At first, it'll be boring.
Yeah, and you'll hate it.
But then you start looking at these things around your house like
books.
What is that? A book?
Yeah.
And you actually thumb through it, and you'll find this like wonderful information. Like so now, when I'm at home, I watch like videos of like if I'm not reading or drawing or something.
Nigga, you watch Animal Planet.
Yeah,
all
I'll be
day.
watching videos of like bison attacks on people.
I saw Jungle Book.
I watch
Jungle Book was all the
big animals attacking people. Like that's the shit I like.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be out in public trying to stir up some contrived situation amongst drunks.
But here's the problem with that I find with not drinking.
I just watch bison attacks.
With not drinking, and I
you
think
ever
this
seen- have you
happens
ever
to
seen a
you.
bison attack a
You
person?
showed me one. I think this happens to you
that's
too.
very rare for bison to attack, by the way.
Nah, people be fucking with him in Yellowstone.
But that's what happens. They don't. But they're not. They're
They're
very
fucked up
demure
in
animals.
Yellowstone.
They're very demure, and they're.
So what I find when I don't drink for a week or longer is that when I do drink, it's going all the way down. You feel me?
Yeah, that's
like
true.
with that energy, that pent
That's
up
too much,
non-drinking
though.
energy, and
Let me
and
do
it
it
takes
for a month.
less. It
Let
takes
it happen
less.
for a
It
month.
takes less for you to
I
get
am
there.
fucking ready.
You can have 2 shots and be like, woo!
Yeah.
After a month and not drinking.
skills
I'm
are on
definitely turning
another.
up Friday.
Oh my God, I'm dancing all night. Straight up. First off, I'm going to Miami on Saturday, and I'll tell you right now.
Oh
I'm
my!
gonna be
Somebody
dancing
please
all
record
night.
video. Not just Snapchat. We need like long-lasting IG video or like
Okay.
Facebook
But
video.
check this out.
And I'm not even gonna drink. This is my last drink
But
before.
look,
my,
but this is
I
what
mean, and
happens
then the
though.
one after this.
All right, so like, I feel like I could run for president when I'm drinking. Like I feel great.
Yeah.
Right.
Work in the room and shit. Just-
But, totally. But what I am also conscious of later is that I ignore how other people feel.
Yeah.
Which is the opposite of how I am when I'm not drinking.
And it's the opposite of running for president.
I can't wait. I need you to bring that whole. So come back, selector. Come back, selector.
Rewind.
This is what is going on in your head.
Rewrite.
But in reality,
I am
that
pimping
is
in my
not.
own mind, like in my
No.
No.
But
Start
in
from
your
the beginning of that
soberness,
initial statement.
You must be still pimping because that is not
No,
an actuality.
in my sobriety, like I like to play little games. Like, let me make this person feel good. Just
focus
on
on a
random.
person.
Why is that a game though? If it's
Because
genuine, why is it a game?
Well, it's a genuine game. It's some shit that I like to do. I like to make.
Genuine game.
I like
That's
to
that
make.
Oakland coming out.
I just like to make people feel better.
Genuine game.
You know,
Genuine game.
So like I consider people. I try to get in people's head, and then see like what motivates them, and then try to just give that shit to them.
Yeah.
For no cost.
And you'll be nice.
Yeah, and then like I like
sympathy.
that shit.
You're sympathetic. You're
Empathy.
Empathy.
But
yeah.
I like doing that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
You
then
like giving the game for free. For
also
those
like to,
people who
also
care
like to get
about
rest.
Yeah.
I like to exercise and drink
So
water.
boring.
And you nourish yourself.
Right.
You nourish your body and your
When
mind.
I'm drinking, I do not care how you feel about the situation.
Yeah.
He will bite you.
I do not care
Will
about
definitely bite you.
If Hennessy is involved,
Yeah.
Rhinestone
He
will
will
bite
get
you.
bit.
And
One
you
time I
better-
saw him walking down New
Straight
Hampshire
vampire.
Avenue, talking to himself, saying, "I'm the illest mother ever." I'm not kidding. He was like, "Yeah, hey man, meet me. I'm walking on New Hampshire Avenue, man. Meet me down the street, man." I was
By
like,
myself.
He was by himself, and I saw him
On the block.
He didn't see me see him. you
Number
know?
one.
And he was like 200 yards away, and he was like, "I am that nigga. I'm the illest dude ever." Talking to himself, drunk as shit, but like
That's
happy
positive.
drunk.
That's real.
And I could tell. That's
how you really
People
feel.
on my street like that.
Like it was the first time drinking after not drinking for a little bit because you had that energy.
It
and
doesn't
that
take
health to
much.
it.
After you stop drinking, like if you stop drinking for
That's how I feel
like
right
even
now.
if you stop drinking for a week, like this weekend, God bless you and your wife.
Yeah,
but if
yeah.
you guys have more
You
than
gonna
one
get turned
shot,
up.
you might not make it.
What
We
happened
get
this
drunk
weekend?
off some Coronas,
Because
probably.
I'm saying
Like,
all
3
week long
Coronas,
he's
we
not
gonna be
drinking.
lit.
He and his wife, like
Drink wine spritzes.
it's gonna be like one drink. You're like, what is happening to my body? Like,
Yeah.
why am I feeling?
What's
like
that shit called when you put the fruit in the wine? What's that called?
Sangria.
Sangria. He drinking this.
Sangria.
I blacked
Sangria.
out 2013 Thanksgiving on that shit. That's why I don't get
Nigga, you was
hangovers
16
no
then,
more.
brother.
Yeah, 2013.
Family.
Yeah.
But you know,
Fam.
I think one of the keys to success in
Yeah,
your
tell
life
'em.
is considering other people.
Oh yes.
Drinking does not allow that space.
I'll give you another story. So I'm on
Hey,
a date.
bitch, pour me a drink.
Yeah.
Hey, what you
What?
looking at?
Wait,
hey, my
what?
man, come over here. Play my song.
I got a good one.
I'm
Give me
on
some
another.
food.
I'm on
You know what
another
I'm saying?
date.
It ain't about nobody else but you.
Same situation. I hadn't drank for a week. I went out on a date. I was at a gala event. I was in a bow tie, tuxedo, looking good, feeling even better. You understand what I'm saying? So we go out together, have a beautiful date with me. We're drinking slow. At the beginning, slow. Wine.
The imagery
Chilling.
is so epic. That's why you're
Wine.
English major.
Okay. Washington Ballet Gala. David Bowie theme, all Bowie music, but then Prince
Yes.
came in because he had died recently, because this was a couple weeks ago. We feeling good. Wine, champagne, wine, champagne, whiskey.
Oh no!
Now I'm like, let's go to the strip club. So we go to the strip club.
Wait,
Get to the
is
strip
the
club.
show finished first?
We left early. Okay.
No,
because I was
Is
ready.
David Bowie.
I was ready.
National-
I was
Okay.
ready. Get to the
Alright.
strip club. I just distribute money.
In a
I
tux.
donate money. I donate
In a
money
tux.
all around.
In ones.
And yes, and I
single
say,
mothers.
I say to the strippers, I say, excuse me, because they have to play their songs in the jukebox. I say, no, I'm playing all the songs. I'm taking over. Y'all don't get to pick no
you were
songs.
at the house
Archibalds.
or-
Archibalds.
Archibalds.
Y'all don't get to pick no songs. I'm taking over. I
In
will
a
tip you
tuxedo.
generously in a tuxedo with a carnation on my lapel like Nucky Thompson. Listen, so I was feeling good, and then I ruined it. She was like, I'm still here. Like my date was like, I'm still here. I'm still in person. You know, I was like, forget you. I got 16 strippers over here feeling me and my vibe and my singles. You dig?
And your carnation.
And my carnation. But because I was drinking, I was unable to focus on my date, who I cared about, who now.
So you
probably
mess
doesn't
up your
with
for
me
show.
Like that. Man, I woke up. I told you, I woke up in some house with a stripper pole in the middle of it. It was a good night. This is real. This is my life. I'm very honest.
Devin the dude would be very disappointed in you right now.
Who? Devin the dude?
You messed up your for show.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did.
But I had to.
Definitely. And you spent more money than you had to.
You're right.
Shame on you.
You're right.
So, Sherado, do you ever feel this shift
lost.
in how you feel about treating other people from sobriety to drunkenness or turned upness?
What's the question?
Like, do you ever feel the shift? Like, okay, I'm saying I feel willing to please people when I'm sober.
He's nicer.
That's what you think.
No, that's my aim.
No, he's nicer. He's much nicer.
Listen, are you drunk?
Nope.
Yeah, okay, well, shit. My aim
I think you're equally friendly.
You are friendly.
No, but when I'm drunk, I know I'm friendly, but I'm not friendly in my
You're also like a
motivation's
professor
not the same.
type when you're drunk too. Like, listen, nigga, let me tell you something.
It's all about. I feel like it's all about me when I'm drunk, and I'm cool with that when I'm drunk. But I know that that's not like the best way to navigate things. But
So
do you
the
feel any
question-
shift in do you become more selfish? Like, do you care what people think when you get drunk?
But she doesn't care what people think when
I
she's
stopped
sober.
talking.
It's not a drunk
So
thing
you
for
don't
her.
go through any change.
I mean, I think people around me may beg to differ. You tell me. You've been around me when I've been drinking.
I mean,
you're very
She stays
aggressive.
so far away from the word drunk.
I don't remember. I don't remember you.
It's like yeah.
Drinking or
She don't
being
get
drunk.
I think it's a female
And
thing.
me not drinking. So like, I'm selfish and you selfish and we about our
It's
own
like a
shit, talking
competition
shit.
when
I
y'all
think
two
your
are
level-
I think it's cool, but like,
Your,
Do you
your
know that-
numbers, your number of fucks
God, I
to give
miss malt liquor,
diminishes
man. I
greatly
miss it. I didn't
when you're drunk.
realize.
Like
delicious.
you
But
already
it's still present in my sober
No, it
self.
is, but it's not as present. Like it's definitely like you're gonna do whatever you
Can I
want
ask
to
a
do,
question?
and you don't care
Stop
what anybody else thinks about
Mike.
it. Like
I
that's
can't
how you
hold
feel
On
that moment.
steroids?
Yes, on steroids. Like on level 20.
Fair enough.
Level 25 million. I definitely don't care, but I definitely care even less
got
when
suspended.
I am drinking.
okay.
Hey, so can I
Don't cuff the mic.
Hey, I got a
It's not
hilarious,
cuffing season. It's the summertime.
story that I
A story
thought-
that you want to share?
story that I would love to share. That it is like a great friend of mine at the time. He's still a good friend of mine, but I don't chill with him as much. Anyway, so we went to a fishing. The guy was like, Ethan, man, I'm gonna bring you to go fishing at this house, whatever, on Chesapeake Bay. It's like a house that private to get in there. Need a code, got to know somebody, right?
Sound
So
fun.
I've been going there with my one dude named Rick. Super fun, right? So I was like, hey man, can I bring my man? I'm gonna bring my man one day. He was like, sure, you can bring him.
Oh God.
So we go in. The house that we visit or whatever is right on the water. We go out a dock, like a long dock of fish, right? All day. And so she's like from some other country. I can't remember exactly what she's from. It's like Hawaiian. It's mixed with something else. And she made us like a cultural dinner, like before we went to go fish, right? For her, from where she's from. And my boy, that was, I don't want to say his name, whatever. But he was like, thank you so much, man. So much. Like, I've never had this food before. I appreciate it so much. So we go out there, and we had a big cooler of beers, just Coronas, you know what I'm saying? I'll drink 1, 2, 3 beers while we're out there fishing. This dude drank probably like 12 to 14, 15, like real fast.
How
you know
old
what I
is
mean?
this dude?
12.
My age.
But he's
Yeah.
big. He got to be big.
No,
That's
he's
a lot of big.
it's just the same exact weight, everything.
Okay.
So she comes outside, and the first thing she says to us is, she says, wow, you guys are out here. It's so dark. She's like, how do you guys see? And this dude said, the moon, bitch. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, man. I had to yoke him up. I yoked him up. I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But when you think about it later, the shit is just hilarious, man. Like,
What
how can you
did-
say that?
What did her husband say? Or-
Sleeping, luckily, sleeping. If he was not, he would chop that youngin'.
Sober, he would have been like, oh, you can see with the moonlight.
But I couldn't.
Yeah.
Be silent. After he said that, it was a good like 3 seconds. It's just like everyone.
And did you laugh though, or you smile a little bit to yourself?
To myself, I yelled to my, on the way home. He's of course passed out, and me and Rick was like, he said the moon.
That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
Real
At the
disrespectful.
moment, though, it's just like probably just a shock value.
She just made him a special dinner, man. Like I was like, yo, like dude,
Probably all type
that was
of
probably the most
ceviche and all
disrespectful
types
shit
of
I've
shit.
ever
Well,
seen.
censorship is definitely out the window at that point.
Yeah, you become a more aggressive version of yourself.
True.
Agreed.
A more exaggerated, aggressive version.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Therefore, it's truth.
But you were gonna ask a question before.
Yeah.
Stay asking questions.
Me, yeah,
That's good though.
I
That's
gotta
good to
get
ask
to the
questions.
point. I'm gonna go around the room. Your opinion does not matter. Everybody can answer this question. Yes or no? Best sex of your life, sober or with liquor in your system?
Sober.
That high
Wait,
school
wait.
sex?
High and sober
Yeah,
is
we gonna
different.
go around. Everybody just, you know what I'm saying? You got the two options.
Well,
Well,
is,
there's a
mar-
third
is
option.
marijuana?
Well, what I mean
Marijuana
is what I
count?
mean by
Sober
third
or
option.
drunk. He said sober or drunk.
What I
right?
mean by third option.
Sober or drunk. You didn't get
sometimes
high as an option.
a little bit of alcohol, like not drunk, but the best sex of my life. I had some in my
Is
system,
it
but I definitely wasn't drunk.
sober or
So I
drunk?
guess I would call that sober because I wasn't drunk.
No, you're
alcohol.
not sober.
No, alcohol wasn't.
If a baby couldn't
Did
take
it
that amount of alcohol
influence
in,
to
then
being great sex? I
it's
should
a-
say it like that.
Yeah.
Did liquor
under
influence
Okay, well,
it
I
to
mean,
be
you
great?
know, in high school sex was sober as shit. Like I just put on the John B. Cool Relax.
All right,
Hey,
cool,
hey,
we got
hey,
you.
John B.
Go,
Cool
go.
Relax.
Don't
Don't
John B.
listen
What's up, John B?
to what people say.
They thought about you and me.
I'm gonna say like what I agree with him because I remember like it could have been some unbelievable joints, but the feeling wasn't, you know.
But you had alcohol in your system.
Yeah, I had alcohol in my system, not
Okay.
drunk.
I
Drunk, no.
had alcohol in my
But
system.
not drunk though, not drunk, right?
But I had alcohol in my system.
I would say like the times where I think like I just gorillaed out and put it down the greatest.
Yeah.
I don't remember. So I can't say, but it was alcohol. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But the
Next.
memorable times. It was,
Next.
no, it's
Yo,
that
he
pure
passed me.
morning. It's that pure morning
Absolutely.
time where you sober. And that
Yep,
morning
yep.
goodness.
The next morning,
Man,
that'd be the
that's that
best.
wake up. I ain't finished what I
To
started.
be honest, my best sex has been sober sex because it's been even
trying to be
more
different.
mind blowing. Like the sex that you have with somebody when you're just fully aware and you're just like that
Sober.
connection is
Definitely
crazy
not
because
sober.
That
you
sounds like
haven't
something
because you
different
haven't
than love.
no
So one sober.
sober
Love.
sex for sure has been the best.
To get back to the
Well, what about
original
my man
question
right
that you
here?
asked when we first
I
Because
already
he
answered my
19, you
job.
already
answered.
answered.
Yeah, he
I
said-
already
he
said
said-
definitely not sober, man. Like,
But you know what?
like,
Okay,
I won't say
But
drunk
I
though.
have-
Getting back to the
I won't say drunk,
relationship
though.
thing, it's a, you know what I'm saying? You know your partner. You know what you can handle.
I've
you
had
know
the
what you can
riskiest.
mix.
I've had the riskiest sex.
While drinking,
Drunk, yeah.
staircases and closets.
Outside.
So I will say
Well, the
this:
extremes.
when
You
I
had the
had
extremes.
sex, when I felt like I was a true like champion, like a true
Champion
super
lover.
testosterone filled.
Mad
Porn
lion.
You thinking
stars.
about the performance?
Busting,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I
With
built
that
the most
person.
confidence, when I built the most
Yeah,
confidence,
see, he's
and I
not
was
he's
like,
not saying how what
Yeah,
your
I'm
best.
not thinking about the
Don't-
best sex. You know what I'm saying? You can hit 100 to, you know what I'm saying, from 0 to 100 any day. You know what I'm saying? Depending on
75
that
strokes.
person. You know,
counting them. You
Okay.
know when you count the stroke, you never count the strokes.
I got it.
Oh, yeah, give him
I
quick
control
100.
myself,
Yeah,
but-
give him 100.
Back
Slow.
off. Back off.
Yeah. 35. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's certain partners that I enjoy being intoxicated.
With, yeah.
They
no
got
doubt.
bad pussy.
You know, no.
What you say?
Why
If
would
you have to-
ever think-
No,
You have to only enjoy them intoxicated?
Nah, no, it's just
He
certain
said
people.
certain partners.
Yeah, certain
They
partners.
have-
That you
have to be
enjoyed
drunk?
more.
No,
while
I
you're-
enjoy their fun.
But that would make sense
Oh,
because
you-
it's all about how free
Yeah.
that person is with you.
Letting go of your
What's
inhibition.
initial
Hey, the
question?
nasty
We got-
stuff happens when you hammered.
How does liquor affect
Yeah.
you and your partner? So I wanted to kind of sum
Okay,
it up.
I thought you meant that you could only enjoy with them
Nah,
when you
nah,
were.
no.
With
Like as
certain
far as like
partners.
doing certain things, like eating,
So I think that would be
eating.
the-
You know
I
when
think
you.
that's the central
Some men just like to do
idea
that sober though,
that
so it's no problem.
mean-
It's something
that
to a
we
boss.
engage with that person.
Yeah,
So if
but
that
usually-
person is a person that I have fun with liquor, then
Tongue in
of
the butt.
course it's around. It's gonna affect, and
Well,
we're
you
gonna
know-
hit 100 miles.
Right. Well, you know, like I got
Talking
like,
about-
it's two types of people, you know, and it's good if you get them both in one. But you got your sweetheart and you got your street heart, right? So my street heart,
Game.
like,
That's that game.
like we done got
Here
down.
we go. We had to
and-
have at least
and
one
the mo-
open
it got kicked
segment
out of
tonight.
places and all types of business. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And that
Tell them
shit
about the
is-
bathroom. Tell them about the bathroom. Tell them about behind the electric car dealership. Tell them.
Whatever. No, he's making all this up about whatever his imagination.
Bathroom.
Electric. Well, no, the bathroom. All right, we ain't
Can't
gotta
just
call
start
the
at the
bathroom.
top.
Who hasn't had sex
You gotta
with
work
the
your way up.
You ain't had sex behind the Tesla shop?
No.
Tesla shop.
Yeah.
You talking about Tyson's
Slim?
corner?
No, it's not Slim. It's in Mount Vernon. Hey, Slim. It's one on 12th Street. Hey, Slim.
He's drinking more liquor right
And
now.
on that note, we'll be right back.
Wait,
after this
wait.
short break on the AskCherado show.
Yep.
A young brown-skinned goddess made money a god. Where my sister's at? Where my sister? She believed this radio, TV media is really what's up. Where my sister's at? Man, it tricked her. She was just a sheep amongst wolves until they offered a job. Where my sister at? Where my sister? Lingerie, weed, and weaves. The streets embraced her with open arms. Where my sister at? Man, she's a stripper.
So appealing. Feeling. I love this one.
You know I like you, right? No, really I do. Silly me almost said I do in a strip club valet line. How'd they find? Just my height, size, and flavor. Ice in the cup, pennies on her ankles from the ceiling she dangles. She make the player haters pay to hate. Tricking like a magician. This vixen got him in submission. They forking up coins and she gotta pay tuition. It all started giving the teacher an apple, getting them smiles. Converting inches to miles. I keep a bad red bone on speed dial. I'm climbing like homie. Dude, girl all on me. She said her boyfriend is phony and his money is bony. She do it
all for the money, all for the money, all for the money. Even if she be all for the money, all for the money, all for the money. Baby, you nitty bitty, all for the money, all for the money, all for the money, all for the money, dang, for the money, all for the money. She was all about the money, baby.
Middle Eastern queen, senorita diaspora mama. Often no drama, matter of fact, just bought some flowers for your mama. Herbs for you, hors d'oeuvres for two. Moreover, I'm respecting the game, and you are too. Bar method insanity, your body's insane. I got an addiction to you, damn near wanna change your last name. I say the funky rhymes that make the girls undress. Nigga ran up on me, now the population's one less. I wanted to take my new boo to Nobu, she acted up too fast though. Turned out to be an asshole. I love how you do it for the cash flow. Businesswoman of the year, I shed a tear if you bounce. You bout that calculator, and that shit counts. You do it
all for the money, all for the money. She was all for the money. She was sitting for me, Jay. She was all for the money, all for the money, all for the money, baby. She was all for the money, all for the money. All she was screaming on, she was all about the money, all about the money, all for the money.
I spit the gospel when possible to bitches and bitches, bitch niggas. I'm seldom on the scene, but when I am, I'm saying something softly in the ear of Mary Magdalene. At the bar with the elbow lean, I start spitting hella game like Barack Hussein. That nigga's broad is a hot piece of ass. I put my dick in a kisser, she likes a cat with cash. Instagram goddess boo boo, I can't hate your hustle.
But it was all for the money, all for the money, all for the money. Even if she didn't go, she was all for the money, all for the money. Get it and she get gone. She was all for the money, all for the money. Get it and she get gone. It was all for the money, all for the money. Get it and she get gone.
Whether you're interested in buying or selling a home, there's no bigger decision than choosing the person who will represent you during the transaction. A qualified, experienced real estate professional makes all the difference by helping you navigate the many decisions that arise when buying, selling, or leasing a property. At RE/MAX Sky Real Estate, our agents have the experience, expertise, and drive to help you find that perfect property. RE/MAX Sky is here for you if you're purchasing your first home, searching for a luxury home, or looking for commercial space. As the first luxury RE/MAX collection office in the district, we offer specialized services to clientele focused on purchasing luxury real estate. We're dedicated to delivering outstanding service and results you can count on. Contact RE/MAX Sky today to get started or visit us online at www.remax-skyre.com to learn more about how an experienced real estate professional can assist you. Serving Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. RE/MAX Sky. Outstanding agents, outstanding results.
The latest in love advice highlights how a healthy marriage could be found in a cocktail. Researchers in Norway tested nearly 20,000 married couples and found spouses who consumed similar amounts of alcohol were less likely to divorce. And no, this wasn't because the couples drink more in order to stand each other longer. In fact, the more alcohol consumed, the higher chance they have of getting a divorce. And ladies, you might want to listen up. The study found when the wife was the heavier drinker, the risk of divorce was 26.8%, as opposed to 13.1% when the husband was the heavy drinker. One of the researchers explains women are usually more strongly affected by heavy drinking, saying a wife's heavy drinking probably also interferes more with general family life. That is, the caring role of the mother, upbringing of children, etc. Perhaps the husband is more apt to leave the spouse than is the wife when major problems occur. And this isn't the first time the effects of alcohol in a marriage have been studied. The American Sociological Association presented a study showing married women generally drink more than single women, widows, or divorcees. On the other hand, married men drink less than their single friends. The study concluded while women can help keep their husbands' drinking habits under control, men are simply a bad influence on their wives. Seems these studies suggest the more prevalent alcohol consumption is in a marriage, the higher the chance of divorce. But going round for round with your sweetheart can still yield success. Cheers to that. For Newsy, I'm Logan Tittle.
Wow, you guys should have heard what we were talking about.
We're back on the AskCherado show.
Thank
God, you weren't listening to what we were talking about on this short break.
Yeah.
We're talking about how you behave when you're drinking
with your partner.
Now, I think the bottom line is actually if your partner cannot accept your habits, no matter how constructive or destructive, then y'all ain't gonna make it.
Nah,
you ain't gonna make it.
You are not all the way up.
So look in the mirror and say, I'm not gonna make it with this person. I gotta go find my happy place. You're not gonna make it because that person came to the table like that, and you're not the reconstructor of people. So it's just not gonna work. Now, if that because this is how it is. The student finds the teacher. The teacher cannot go out and find the student and change a person. So if that person comes to you and says, you know what, I'm trying to stop drinking, and then you have advice for them and you have like a guideline for them, it fits. But if the person's like, turn up, fool, and then you like, this is why you shouldn't be drinking, it's not gonna work.
Nah.
I think it depends on the way they give the lesson, though.
That's why people gotta be real.
Not just about the teaching. Like, it's not just about the teaching because maybe I don't agree with what you do, but I allow you to find that you shouldn't really agree with it too. Like, maybe it's not about me trying to change you or direct you, but the things that you're doing.
Mind games. That sounds like mind games.
It only works when what they're doing actually has been evidence to them, but they may not see it. So, for example, maybe you drink so much when you go out. You are late for work, you have problems at work, and you continue to have these issues, and you're always like, man, they give me so much stress at work, but you're not making the correlation between the two. It might not be my place to be direct and be like, that's because you go to the club every Tuesday night, and that's why you're late every Wednesday, and da-da-da.
Yeah.
But to actually bring it to my attention and bring you the opportunity to see for yourself, like, what it is that's causing you to have that same stress, that's not me telling you directly, like, hey, it's because you, and depending on the person, I may not be able to do it. Maybe I should.
It depends on how you phrase the message.
It's going to be an eternal struggle.
I had an ex that when we broke up and got back together, she was like, listen, you drink too much, and it's affecting our relationship.
She started the conversation all wrong.
And she said, she was like, if you want to get back together, you have to sign this contract. This is real talk. And the contract says you can have 2 to 3 drinks a week. I was like, 2 to 3 a night? And then she's like, you got to go to AA. And I went to AA once. I was like, man, I ain't no alcoholic. Because these dudes were talking crazy shit. You feel me? Climbing through windows. Yeah.
That dude was there.
Yeah, he was there. He was there. Yo, AA is, if you think you alcoholic, go to AA.
Yeah, you ain't
and you're going to feel proud of yourself at the end. Because these people are wilding.
Leave there
and drink and go to the bar.
Go get a bottle of Bellevue.
But her position was that, in order for us to be together, I would need to change some of my consumptive behaviors. And obviously, it didn't work out.
But that was fair for her to say. And
Absolutely.
then you were like, you know what? We can't be together.
But
That's
I was
not fair to say. That was the wrong approach altogether.
The approach was wrong, but her heart was in the right place.
Yeah, she was like, look, if you want to be with me, this got to happen or this can't
Well,
happen.
how did it
And
affect
then he,
him?
How
though?
do
I
you
don't
receive
see-
the
that's
message if
selfish.
the approach is wrong?
well, it gave him
That's
a chance to be
selfish.
like, you know what, baby, I can't be with you.
I mean, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, I don't qualify.
I was
But that's
on
selfish
young boy
of
shit.
her to define how he was going to be based on how it made her feel.
Y'all
Like
was wildin',
if it's affecting you, now I think that personally a different approach would have been, how is your behavior affecting you in a negative light? Like how
Yeah.
is it making you not or keeping you from
But I was
being
like
who you
feeling
are?
myself.
But not about how it makes
fact-
me feel.
It's a fact that alcohol is not good for you, though. That
Yeah,
that
it's true.
Abusing that drug
It's
is not
a
good
fact
for
to
you.
people who feel that way about alcohol, but not to people who actually.
It's a fact
Those are
on
facts.
Earth.
No,
Yeah,
not
it's a
how I
fact.
feel.
It'll fuck
It's
your
just-
organs and
No,
blood
I'm not
up.
saying that you're wrong. I'm saying, but for somebody who's in a situation and when they're drinking a lot or they're just doing too much, whatever it is, I personally think the better approach is to explain to them how it's affecting their life, not
Ain't
necessarily how
nobody
it's
trying to
making
hear
me
that
feel.
shit.
So like she said,
You
I
trying
don't
to hear
like
that?
you
Not
drinking.
when I'm drinking.
I don't like when
For
you drink,
yourself,
so
I
you
don't
shouldn't
think
be
it's
doing
all-
this.
yeah, it kills me.
Like the way she came at you was very judgmental. Like you
Well,
shouldn't be
yeah.
doing that because I don't
She
like
did
it.
actually have her
And-
finger out.
Yeah, I'm sure because the way you explained it. But has she
Yeah.
come at you and
You would have
explained
received
how
that
it-
message in a whole other way.
Different
But I was on
way.
some
It
baby
like-
boy shit. I was like, okay, whatever you say.
How old were you?
I was fine.
Okay, I was 23.
I would have told her to kick rock.
Yeah, but she was hot. She was a dime, dog.
You gotta told her to kick rock.
I mean, like,
care how
Man,
bad she
hey,
was.
look, he was like, okay, let me see
They
your
are all
ass.
girls who do not look as good as she probably did. Who got
I didn't
way
have
You
my
got it.
swag. My swag got
way better.
My swag wasn't all the way
say too
together
much.
But it was
like
like
it is
that
right now.
after that.
My swag is all the way together now.
Well, look, just in case you weren't looking at that video that just played,
Yeah.
that was talking about people who drink together tend to stay
Stay
together.
together.
However, it said if you drink too much,
Together.
the divorce rate is crazy.
Well, we
Yeah.
have some national statistics
Y'all in a
actually.
box together.
So
Oh,
the
shit.
average man in a high position drinks an average of almost 23 units a week.
What's
So that's
23 units?
23 drinks.
And what's a high position?
Whoa, 23 drinks a week?
A week.
Yeah,
That's
that's
way
really
too
a
many
lot
drinks.
for
Yeah.
7 days.
I
Think
drink-
about
Not
it.
really
I'm
though.
happy.
If you're binge
Not.
drinking, if you're
If you're
binge
drinking
drinking on
every-
2 of those
Pay
days,
attention.
That's 3
You're
every
going out
night.
Friday night and
That's
Saturday
not that
night.
crazy.
It's
No,
really
that's-
not.
That's like a
7
big-
or 2 really bingey nights.
Fuck, 7.
I'll do that in one night.
That's like 3
I
drinks
won't
a
drink
day.
for the week. I won't drink for the week. I'll go out on Friday at 10 o'clock. Saturday 5 p.m. I'll get that deep 23.
Friday or Saturday, you go to happy hour, you hang out. That's at least 5 drinks.
And if you keep it
That's
going
10
from
drinks.
happy
and
hour,
then between those other 5
So
days
out
a
of
week,
10 million people drinking, they recommend that the maximum number of drinks is 21 units for a man, 21
week?
drinks,
How many people female?
and 14,
so confident right
14
now.
drinks
You
for
get
a woman.
14 on Saturday and Sunday.
I feel happy.
you can go to brunch and have 4 mimosas and then go out after that, and you'll have 3 more drinks.
That's one day party. One day
A
party.
day party and brunch. It happens more than you think it does.
But wrapping it up, so how can you be healthy? Because you're not going to stop drinking. Is anybody at this table going to stop drinking?
Definitely
Like,
not about
for
to say.
No, so
Period.
let's talk about how you can be healthy.
Smoke some. You did.
So you can drink everything on the rocks. That keeps the calories down.
Why?
Hey.
Ice?
Club
You
soda.
can drink wine.
Oh,
That way it's only
Already
130
Jesus
calories
made water to
roughly, and 5 grams of carbs.
That Jesus side is
What
real.
the hell
Water
is
and
going on?
wine. That's all
Ain't
you
nobody
need.
carb
No to
count.
beer.
She's trying to give us
Well, he
the
made
healthy,
water
the
wine,
organic,
right?
and
Water
that.
and
And 1 glass of red wine
No
a day is
beer.
really good for you.
It
No
is.
Say
beer.
no, say no to
Beer's
beer.
so good,
because
though.
Do what?
It has, if you want to stay healthy and keep drinking, because beer has the highest calories and the highest carbs.
Just drink beer when you eat crabs.
That's why you get a
That's
big
why I
gut.
cut back
No,
on
we
that
talking
beer,
about-
man.
we
But I
talking
love beer.
Staying healthy
What about
and
your
keep
liver,
on
though?
drinking.
What about your liver?
That's
Yeah, don't worry about that.
That's here nor there.
Eat and drink
How you
water.
look at the pool? How you
And
look at the
dance. When you're drinking, you should be dancing. Because when I'm in Jamaica on the beach, I drink pure rum. You see, I deal with, and I can just dance
But
all
you
night.
should
And
drink
water from
water
the
in
coconut.
between.
Yeah, man. Cocoa water. And
Wow,
Appleton.
Guan.
See, I deal with.
Between.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Water too. Water too.
So final thoughts tonight as we wrap up the show.
Yeah,
We'll
man.
start over there.
Paul,
Yeah, my you.
final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I'm gonna keep doing things how I've been doing things.
Okay.
Drinking healthy, enjoying all my partners, friends, having
Are
a
your
good
partners
time.
friends?
I said all my partners
fucked up.
and friends.
Okay, Urbanista.
He gonna keep on keeping on.
Yeah, man. Rum and Red Bull. Oh, sorry. yo, don't drink so much. Also, communicate with your partner. Also, drink water. Also, eat while you drink. Also, dance while you drink. Also, go to the sauna during the daytime to sweat out the toxins from the previous night's drinking. Also, free Vibes Cartel.
You said just give advice of what we think from this conversation.
Whatever your final thoughts are.
Yeah, man, definitely. What he said, all the stuff he said was awesome, man. But definitely know your partner, man. Just know what they can do. That kind of goes to you. Not saying know all the bad things, but just know them, how you are drinking. Drink responsibly, of course. Don't drive. That DUI is the worst thing that you'll ever have to go through in your life. Don't ever do it. I did it, and I guess, and have good sex, man, and eat ass.
Yo, when it's over.
Grindstone.
Number one, allow yourself the high of sobriety every now and then. Just try that. It's so fun. It's another type of high. Allow that. Drink a lot of water. Drink in moderation, because you got to think about your liver, because that motherfucker is the biggest organ in your body. And you're kind of carving it up. You're doing graffiti on that thing with every drink you have. Yeah, so just
I thought it was the law.
No, just deal with that every now and then. But enjoy yourself.
Everything you do in life is for a period to learn what you're supposed to take from it, what you decide you're going to continue to do, and what you're going to change. And just be open and understanding that what you think is okay now may not be okay in 5 years, 5 months, 5 days, 5 weeks. It's all about evolving and always learning, and also understanding that whoever you decide to be with in relationships or commitment is about knowing who they are, and also them knowing their self and being open to accepting people for who they are. Because if you decide you want to turn up on Friday and go to church on Sunday, who is anybody else to judge if that's what you want to do?
There you go. Put the gavel down.
Oh man, last thought, that's a lot of pressure. But basically I would just say take care of yourself the best fucking way you can, but like ultimately keep doing whatever and whoever you like to do, like the best way you like to do it, you know what I'm saying?
TrapRock.
Yeah, TrapRock, you know what I'm saying? Hustle out, whether it's at the bar or at the house, crib, you know what I'm saying? In the bedroom, shit.
I like him.
Right? That's a TrapRock spokesman right there, right?
Go straight to eat ass.
Final thoughts for Sherado.
Unless it's on accident, man. Sometimes you get wild.
Keep on enjoying, and just do the liver and gallbladder cleanse every 3 weeks. You'll be fine.
What's the liver?
And on that note, check us out every Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. right here on WLVS, listenvisionlive.com. Thank you so much for our guests tonight, and we'll see you right here next week.
Pour up.
Right. Hey, can you lead them out with the
Stay fabulous.
Single? You tell them to check out the single?
You tell them.
Man, Panda in the air, man. TrapRock. Check it out.
Yeah, I am Ethan Spalding. I mean, I am not, but he is. But also, I am Ethan Spalding.
Got some more shit. I peeped you in the back and know you noticed. Yeah, don't talk about folks, well, that's some hoe shit. For me, I just let it come to me like a go-get. Hey, me and the Panda, we great together. Did the crime and we skate together. Your life around me, I'll make it better. They done fucked up, so we loved up. Yeah, bang the system in your truck, cuz I don't think I get enough love. Yeah, unless they rhyme with like 5 subs. I'll be 100 still buying bugs. Panda in the head, got your focus. I seen you in the back, I know you noticed. Yeah, you like it, got you hype like on some coke shit. Yeah. And the whole damn TRF, we on some dope shit.
I'm a rock star, trap star, and everything between. When you talk to us, boy, you gotta clear for the feds. What's the Panda in there? What's the Panda in the air? They done fucked up, now they let the whole man up in here. What's the Panda in there? What's the Panda in the air? They done fucked up, now they let the whole man up in here.
Hey, me and the Panda, we great together. Did the crime and we skate together. Your life around me, I'll make it better. They done fucked up, so we loved up. Yeah, bang the system in your truck, cuz I don't think I get enough love. Yeah, unless they rhyme with like 5 subs. I'll be 100 still buying bugs. I'll be 100 still high as fuck. TrapRock, yak in my cup. Bamboo Panda rolling up. Yeah, tell me move and I never buzz. But twice I ran off, yeah, all on the plug. I get love shining off on the above. Don't say thanks when I'm just in the back. Yeah, you gon' pay me if I'm in your club. Panda in the head, got your focus. I seen you in the back, I know you noticed. Yeah, you like it, got you hype like on some coke shit. Yeah. And the whole damn TRF, we on some dope shit.
I'm a rock star, trap star, and everything between. When you talk to us, boy, you gotta clear for the feds. What's the Panda in there? What's the
floating. Yeah. See them girls, they watch, I know they soaking. Never gonna get no little, we get that whole thing. Yeah. Smoking on strong all day long, call me Trocan. Yeah. All I know is that we get it poppin', and I know that we'll never stop it. No, I've been baking, I've been betting, cracking up, chefing up, ain't no messing up, dawg. Everything between. I can smell the grain, Oh yeah, we Panda in the air, so if you talk to us, man, we're foreign affairs. Rockstar, trap